Yay! We're back.
Yeah,
Are we
fucking.
ready?
Yeah, that's the intro. Yay, we're back.
Okay, we're back. Yay! A new episode. And Ben's not here, but he'll be back. I
Yeah,
think
he's actually filming The Hangover Part 4 right now.
he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in
Insert
Thailand.
that picture.
Yeah.
Will he like
What
that? I
what
don't know.
picture?
He sent us a picture where
Oh.
they were doing the hangover thing.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did. You're
Yeah.
right. Hello,
So
everyone.
Ben
This
will
is a
be here
fun
in spirit.
Yeah. He is here in spirit always.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's some topics to talk about.
Yeah, there's some topics.
Yeah, the trailer for Lanterns came out.
Oh man.
Oh, man. That's what I gotta say after
Oh
seeing it.
man.
Caveat.
Um
I think to I think you and I are on the same page. I think if you're a casual DC fan, if you don't care about Green Lantern, if you don't care about DC, if you don't care about comic books and you just saw this trailer, it probably looks really sick, right? I don't think the issue is that this looks poorly made or poorly written. I think
no.
it's like, give me a Green Lantern show. If you're gonna make a Green Lantern show, make it a fucking Green Lantern show, right? Because here's how I see it. You can't do this cutesy shit when your reputation is in the fucking, like, you can't be like, oh, we're getting experimental with the brand. It's like, buddy, people don't like the brand when you're not being experimental. Why don't you figure that out first, pal? It's like Marvel, like, after fucking 20 years, was like, here, we're gonna do WandaVision. We're gonna do something totally different.
Yeah.
And it's not... please don't take... I always say things like, dude, I'm gonna get a comment calling me a fucking moron. I'm not saying don't do anything different, but I think right now it would be best served to deliver fans comic book material from the comic books. That's what we liked so much about Superman. I think there are instances where being experimental is going to work. Clayface is a horror movie. That's a really cool idea, but that makes sense. When I think Green Lantern, my mind has never once gone to True Detective in fucking Albuquerque or fucking Montana
I get the
or somewhere.
idea. I think the idea is solid.
I do
Because
too.
they are space cops,
Yeah.
right? And I think
I
that a lot of the time the comics tend to forget that they are cops and not just superheroes.
yeah, I like
Um,
that.
But I think that this is an extreme pivot because the general audience's last thing remembering Green Lantern is the Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yeah, and Ryan Reynolds has
and
been like, how can I make the same joke about this every
and
5
they've made
minutes?
fun of it countless times at this point. So I think that Green Lantern is probably seen as more of a joke than Aquaman is now, which is crazy to say. And I do think we're at a point where that joke has left the general public's
I
mind.
think
And
Ryan
nobody
Reynolds
really
wanted
thinks
to
about it.
intentionally bury that joke,
Hmm.
and he was doing DC a service. 'Cause
Yeah,
now it's
I
like,
agree.
I'm like, enough of the fucking Green Lantern CGI suit jokes, Ryan. You're
Yeah,
done,
because it was
pal.
overplayed. They
Yeah.
made jokes in both Deadpool movies. Deadpool 3 didn't have one, thank God. But
Yeah.
I just think that pivot was not necessary, and they're trying a little bit too hard. And our good friend Nick said that this show feels like it's embarrassed to be a superhero show, and I have to agree, because one, you said it. Why are they flying? Why is Hal Jordan flying?
That's they all saw the trailer before me. I was at work, and they were kind of like, "What?" And they weren't vibing with it. And I was like, "All right, I'm watching this trailer." I put it on, and I texted you guys. I was like, "Why the fuck is he flying without the goddamn suit?" Also, I don't like the suit.
No,
It's
awful.
the colors. I don't like that brown is the primary color on the suit. I don't know why there's
So
barely any green.
I slowed it down for a second, and in that closet there are other Green Lantern suits in those bags, and I was trying to see if one of them looks like a classic suit. I couldn't tell; it was too fast. But the fact of the matter is, it seems that the suit that they lingered on is the one he'll probably wear,
Or maybe that'll be his
and
old suit. Maybe that'll be his old suit.
that's possible.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I
Um,
I don't know. Especially if our theory is that despite all this negativity, I think that we both think that this is probably just the first episode or two
yeah,
that
I
they've
think
shown.
it's like 2 episodes
So,
worth of footage.
if that's true, Brandon, that it probably is the suit. He's just his old suit. He might wear it for a little bit, and then when they do the current Green Lantern shit, he might get a real one that isn't poop brown.
Yeah. Was it you or Nick who said, oh, I just lost that. It's gone.
Dude, it
Um,
happens. um, I had a completely different interpretation from Nick when he didn't like the reference to Chip. I actually
yeah,
did like it because I thought that was
I
their
like
way
it.
of being like, yeah, the Green Lanterns are still out there, and or like the Green Lanterns that are out there that we know are out there are all still fucking wacky and weird. But Hal Jordan's kind of like a fucking, he's a little more jaded. He's like, yeah, I don't want to fucking talk to a goddamn squirrel that can
Yeah,
fly.
the only part I didn't like, I love the reference, and I'm glad that Chip exists because that means we might
Like that he
see a
seems
squirrel Green
isolated.
Lantern at some point. Yeah, it's just that first, I don't know if whoever wrote this or directed it knew what the plan was, but this Hal Jordan doesn't seem to know that there are other human Green Lanterns. Guy Gardner is very established already. He says there's no other humans but him. That's a lie. Um, Also, he's just like I don't talk to them ever. They don't speak English, and I don't like that very much. I think
Is that what
that
he says? I know he says something like, he's like, do you ever talk to them? And he says like they're aliens, right?
they're fucking
I
aliens. Also,
think
there's a lot of fucks in this for some reason. Like a lot of fucks.
I
They say it a
think
lot.
I think that to be charitable, because I don't want to only doom. I think that what they're trying to illustrate is that Hal is just like kind of a lone wolf in this interpretation. That he's like,
Yeah.
this is my sector. I don't give a fuck about your alien bullshit. I'm gonna fight crime and save the world. I don't know.
I think again, despite these complaints, it actually does look good. The show looks good. Like it's gonna be well written.
Yeah,
I like.
the issue is not the quality of the show itself. I think we should be
Yeah,
clear about.
very clear.
It's that DC, I think, needs to earn some fan goodwill before they're able to do experimental things like this without getting the reaction of like, what the fuck, you guys don't, are you guys embarrassed to be a comic book, right? I think that's what
And
the issue is.
shockingly, I've also not on many social medias now. I also deleted Reddit. Yay, I deleted Reddit.
You got off
But
Reddit.
right before I did, I saw that people don't seem to be dooming on this show. A lot of people think it looks good, like even the fans, from
That's
what I've
cool.
seen.
I
Which
I
that's
want it to
cool.
be good. I if like I don't want us to. I don't ever want to be in like a camp of people that sit around and fucking doom on shit at all. Like even when I'm dooming, um, it's coming from a place of wanting it to be good. I'm totally. I think a lot of fans have this expectation of like, well, this isn't what I wanted, so I'm not into that.
Yeah.
And I try not to have that perspective. But you know, if for the sake of talking, I'm gonna say these things. They might seem a bit negative, but like, I'm gonna watch the show. I think
Oh
it
yeah.
looks well made. I think there's, and even with all these negative things, I think there are plausible explanations for all of them. Like, I think if we watch it and fucking that ends up just being the first couple episodes are all just like grounded Earth mystery stuff, and then we get more sci-fi stuff as it goes on. Cool, I'm not gonna complain. If Sinestro's a fucking purple guy with the mustache, I'm not gonna complain. Um,
Yeah.
Something I said the other day was, I'm like, if Sinestro isn't purple, that's a non-starter for me. But also, if the next trailer comes out and Sinestro isn't a purple guy, my first Five Nights at Freddy's reference. Sorry, I said purple guy. And Sinestro's not a purple-faced man. I'm not going to immediately go, oh, this show's cooked. My first thought is going to be, I'm going to give the charitable interpretation of, I'm assuming this is some kind of human disguise he has while he's on Earth, so we can walk
Yeah,
around.
that was my assumption. Even when they announced the cast, like I was like, he's not gonna be purple the whole time
Yeah.
because they said it's gonna be set on Earth. He's probably gonna be a part of the whole murder mystery thing going on. But also to play into the idea that this trailer might just be the first two episodes, like they also announced Atrocitus. Apparently, Black Hand might be in it.
Rumor, well, yeah,
Like
speculated,
that.
I
That's
guess.
just that part's a rumor. But
Yeah,
Atrocitus, I'm pretty sure was
I
confirmed.
believe so.
Um,
I believe so.
and so like these space elements are gonna be prevalent. Like they're gonna be there. It's
Yeah,
just
I agree. You
hopefully
can't
we.
ground. I'm sorry, you can't ground Atrocitus. It's a
No, you
fucking big
can't.
red demon in space. He
Yeah.
can't be fucking walking down the street buying some groceries. And fucking Hal Jordan's like, stop. I think that guy might be involved. He's just fucking spitting like lava blood on people. He's like, yeah, I'm evil
Also,
and I worship violence.
Guy Gardner is gonna be in this show.
Yeah,
I forgot
so
about that till right now.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So
There's other stuff. There's other stuff
watch
that's
that
gonna
just
happen.
be a trailer line where he's like, I've never talked to them. They're
That
just
could just
sitting
be.
there filming and they're like, hey, say this. They hand him a slip of paper. They're like, just
Also, this is a
freestyle
teaser
that,
trailer.
Kyle Chandler. Yeah, it's a teaser. It is a
It is a
teaser. It's not
teaser.
the full trailer.
Okay, you know, there's faith. I think Aaron
I'm
Pierre looks really
I
good as Jon Stewart as well.
I like both the castings. I think Kyle Chandler looks sick as an older Hal Jordan.
He's doing a good
Um,
job.
what are you gonna say?
No, this teaser also kind of framed Hal as like the main character, which I don't think is going to be the case in the show. I think it's going to be more focused on John.
I have no
That's
idea.
just my
Yeah,
speculation.
I think it'll maybe end up being both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, even though when we're negative about things, I'm just giving my initial thoughts. I still have faith in this. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm just these are the things that have crossed my mind watching the trailer. This is my first reactions. It's not an indictment on what the show's gonna end up being in my perspective.
My biggest feeling was like I like the idea that James Gunn has had throughout this entire universe that each project is going to have its own like genre and feel.
Yeah,
But it is if this show, hypothetically, if this show stayed this way, if every episode felt like this teaser trailer, it's a very, very weird contrast to seeing Superman and
yeah,
then this. Where there's like these heroes in that movie that are perfectly fine with wearing these suits, and then in this show, Hal Jordan's like, I'm gonna wear my poop brown Green Lantern suit, and
yeah.
I'm gonna fly without it, and I'm just gonna wear
Hal
my
Jordan's
jacket
like the
the whole time.
CGI budget on HBO can't afford that.
Yeah,
I
we
can't.
can't do
He's like,
that over here.
we can't afford the trip to Oa. That we
Oh,
the Mandalorian was using the volume soundstage this week. We couldn't CGI.
what are the guys called? Are they the Guardians?
The
Is that what it is?
Guardians.
No.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Guardians. Yeah.
yeah. We're not gonna do those. We're not gonna
We
see the
can't
Guardians.
afford to do the Guardians this week.
Big blue heads. We're not gonna do it. We can't do it.
Maybe next season if the numbers pick up.
Yeah, that's you know what? Yeah, I want a fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. I like the shows. That's cool, but there are certain characters where I need a good movie, and Green Lantern I feel is one of them. And we might get one for John. I feel like we might get a Jon Stewart movie at some
Yeah.
point. But I don't want them falling into the trap that Marvel fell into, where certain characters are just designated to TV shows now.
I think
want a
that they're
Daredevil
I
movie,
think that
man.
they're immediately showing that at the very least, I mean, it's not confirmed, but based on how the show ended, we're getting Peacemaker and Superman. Yeah,
Yeah,
Superman like
Salvation. Yeah.
that's where that shit's leading to. So like we're already getting a TV show character in a movie. I think they're setting a precedent right now that there's not gonna be like a big barrier between the movies and
Yeah.
the shows. Because like Doomsday's coming out, are any of the fucking TV show characters gonna be prevalent in that movie or even in it at all?
I don't. I think
Let's-
the only ones that will be were the ones who are already in movies,
So what, like Falcon and Winter Soldier?
and like Loki.
Yeah, okay. But like, I think Scarlet Witch is dead. I don't think Oscar Isaac's
Yeah.
coming back as Moon Knight.
I think he's done forever.
Um,
Oh, you know what? Miss Marvel might be in it.
she wasn't on the cast list. I know that they're like, oh, half the cast hasn't been revealed. It's like, well, yeah, apparently half the script hasn't even been written yet, pal. But I think they're setting a precedent quite early on that they're like, look, the TV show characters and the movie characters, they exist in the same world. Also, having the fucking Justice Gang appear in Peacemaker season 2 right off the bat. That was like the first
That is
scene.
true. It's yeah.
And then
That
fucking
can
Lex
help.
Luthor appeared in an episode.
Yeah. No, I do get that.
Yeah.
I just
But I know what
do
you mean.
want
You want, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
a Green Lantern movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a Peacemaker movie. I don't
Yeah.
need that.
Yeah.
But Green Lantern is a character that I feel like you can really do a lot with a big budget with him. And if the show takes off and then he appears in other things and suddenly Green Lantern is like a character that people want to see,
Yeah.
like don't make a season 2, give him a movie.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Do you think we'll ever see a Flash movie again, or will he be relegated to cameoing in other people's shows?
You know what? That was actually a little bit of. I hope not. Maybe that was a little bit of news that we missed when we were off. That DC had just like filed a bunch of new patents for Flash stuff. So he might
Interesting.
be sooner than we think. But if that means he'll get his own thing, I don't know. I think DC might think that's not profitable
They're a
ever
little
again.
scared. They're kind of
Yeah.
scared. That they're like, we had an unmitigated, unrivaled disaster happen. So
Yeah.
we're kind of scared to go back and dip into the well of that beloved
I
character.
remember when there was fear of the DCU recasting certain characters, and everyone was like,
Except
James
for
Gunn loved this movie, Ezra Miller's staying. I was just like, there's not, no, don't even talk about that.
yeah,
I'm not doing this.
that was never gonna happen. So there's something y'all need to learn about called a contractual obligation.
And Gal Gadot was like, we're making Wonder Woman 3. It's gonna
I
happen.
I love when actors talk about things they don't know anything. Like I when actors say something and it's very clear that they don't understand. I don't think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I definitely bring this up a lot. My favorite story was when Morbius was coming out, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, Morbius is MCU canon confirmed." I was like, "Why?" And it was a clip of an interview with Tyrese Gibson, and he says that Morbius is like in the MCU, and I was like, "Do you think Tyrese Gibson knows the difference between the Sony Spider-Man list villain universe and the MCU? No, he just knows Marvel. He I don't even think Tyrese Gibson knows the difference between Marvel and DC. He just thinks he probably just thinks all superhero movies. If Tyrese Gibson was in the Batman, he would have said it was in the MCU." And that's
Yeah,
just what happens.
probably.
Fucking these actors don't know. They sign on. Like the entire cast of Madam Web was like tricked into thinking it was an MCU movie. They were all
They
told
really
like
were.
you're in the MCU now, or like you're in the Marvel movie universe now. Wink, wink. You know the Marvel movies? They make
Yeah.
an undisclosed amount of money at the box office. In this franchise, Marvel, it was a movie, $1 billion one movie. Venom,
Yeah.
Marvel universe connected to Avengers, maybe. Who
We
knows?
don't have to talk about this for very long, but did you see that the
Yeah, they're like
Dune
this.
were rebooting?
Yeah, they're rebooting. They're like, it was such a big hit. We need to bring it back 2 years later.
I think I'm even more scared of that. What is a reboot gonna be? What are they gonna do? I don't know.
Jared Leto is cast. They just switch up the cast. Like Dakota
It's just
Johnston is Madam Web and Jared Leto is Craven
oh.
and Aaron Taylor Johnson is Venom. And who?
And then Michael Keaton is still the Vulture. He's just there.
Yeah,
It's
he's
something
just
to do
there.
with Spider-Man.
Yeah, he walks in. He's like, "I'm freaking in this universe now. Send me
I'm
back.
here still.
Send me back to the good Spider-Man movies. I don't want to fight Spider-Man."
My daughter and my wife, I'm just gone. They're
Yeah.
there somewhere. I don't know. I can't. They're gonna reboot it. I don't know.
What an insane decision. Like
Oh man,
that. I is Sony the most out of touch big corporation?
they have to be.
You know they just shut
At
down
least in the
everything
movie
except
department.
they shut down all their divisions except for movies and the PlayStation division. Like all their TVs, phones, all the stuff they made, like all the tech, they shut it all down.
What?
Yeah. I forget what company. I think it's LG. Maybe is making their TVs now. They shuttered everything.
Jesus Christ. So they're just like they don't have money.
They're going all in. No, they're just going all in on that
Oh.
that video games, and they're like the Spider-Man list Sony villain universe is where it's at. Like,
I wonder if the reboot will have a.
that's
Spider-Man.
where all the money of fucking making the TVs and phones, it's now going into Madam Web 2. And I was
Yeah.
thinking about, do you remember when the Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out? How many people made fun of like the insane Sony product placement? Like anytime and someone opened up like a computer's like Sony logo, zoom in like right on it, like, oh,
Yeah,
here's my
it was-
Sony phone, my blah whatever their fucking brand is. Like here it
The
is.
super secret agent was using a Sony Vaio, a laptop that is notoriously a piece of shit.
Yeah, it was like that. They were like, I just thought that's what a funny company. I know everyone does it, but like sometimes it's just like egregious examples.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
Theirs was very obvious. It's
yeah. It
because a
was
lot of movies I don't notice it very much, but
no.
you're just like, oh,
You
Sony.
know a great one. The fourth Transformers movie. Did we watch that
Mm,
one together? That's the one with the dinosaurs at the very end.
yeah, I
And
think
and
we
they
did.
go to like China, they go to like mainland China, and like a Bud Light truck tips over, and
Oh
Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg like picks it up and like breaks it open
Oh
like and he
yeah.
like chugs it. That's some crazy product placement. That was an
That's
insane one.
wild.
Like the truck's like tipped over, like the logo's right in the center frame. He's
We're
like,
gonna
"What?"
talk about it later in the episode, but I also thought a video game we recently played had some not crazy product placement, but it was
Oh,
funny how obvious it was.
I'm.
I mean, they
I
advertised
was here
it,
talking about
but
Leon's car.
yeah,
I was gonna
and the
say that.
watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I was gonna bring that up right now. It's like I'll save it for later. But yeah, Leon's car. I didn't know. Fucking Jack sent me the advertisement that was like Leon drives this car, and like the actual
Yeah.
company was like, this is Leon Kennedy's automobile that he drives
They
around
also
in.
have a lingering shot on his watch because you can buy that watch. You can have
That's
it.
that's so awesome.
I kind of
Um,
want to buy it, but I don't
it's
know.
working. We also got, oh my god, a trailer for Mortal Kombat 2.
Yay.
Um, I think the general vibe around this is much less optimistic.
I would
Uh,
much rather see Street Fighter. I don't
well,
know.
I forget what is it, Warner Brothers or whatever fucking company was apparently the test screening reactions were so good, they moved it up to a better release date. I don't know. My experience, I saw weapons. I think, and that trailer played, and the guy next to me leaned over to his kid and was like, "No." Literally leaned over his kid and was like laughing and said no when the Mortal Kombat trailer ended. Um, this is me speaking as a Mortal Kombat fan.
Mhm.
Um, and here's what's I was thinking about what I would say about this trailer, because realistically, that first movie made a fuck ton of money right out of COVID. That's why we're getting it. It was a very
Yeah.
profitable movie for them. Made a lot of money. So I think when that happens, the studio's like, fuck it, we're just gonna do it again. Um, so I feel like saying, hey, I'm a Mortal Kombat fan, and this is why that trailer wasn't vibing with me, is kind of useless. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Hopefully, this movie's good and it does great at the box office. But if it doesn't do well at the box office, I said hopefully it's great. Okay, are you not hoping it's great?
It's not that I don't hope. I just have 0%. I just think there's a 0% chance of it being great.
Okay, zero's crazy. That's a very small number.
0.5% chance of it being
Okay.
great. Great.
Hope.
Mid to good, 50%.
Okay. Fair enough. If this movie doesn't do well, I would like to speak as a fan. Why this trailer is not resonating with me at all. Mortal Kombat is known for being a super wacky, over the top game. That's their primary marketing is, or their primary characters is that it is a bunch of vibrant neon rainbow colored ninjas. Yet everyone in this movie is wearing like dark grays and blacks and like
Mhm.
really muted dark blues. And Mortal Kombat is a like a Saturday morning cartoon for adults. Cause like it's like fucking He-Man. It's a bunch of dudes doing karate and the power of friendship. But the bad guy is like an evil warlord with a skull head like Skeletor, and his
Yeah.
name is Shao Kahn. And he literally, if you fight him, taunts you, goes, "You suck," and points at you, and it's so silly. But so it's a Saturday morning cartoon, but it's for adults because like it's like here's very inappropriately dressed characters and excessive blood and gore that changed like the rating system for
Yeah.
like what children were allowed to view.
You get
Um,
ripped in half.
and I'm not getting that from this trailer. That's what speaks to me as a fan of the games. Is I love when I feel like it knows its identity. And I brought this up when this trailer first came out. I think one of the best marketing campaigns that they did was for Mortal Kombat 1. Did you watch the debut trailer for Mortal Kombat 1?
I'm trying to remember. It's been so
Okay, well,
long.
here's what it is. It's this new game, Mortal Kombat 1's in a whole new timeline. All the Mortal Kombat characters are spread out across this new planet. They don't remember like anything of their past because again, it's an entirely new timeline. So they kind of don't remember being like the badasses that they were. And the whole trailer is them like doing mundane things. Like one of them was like I think Liu Kang or someone was like farming out in this big open field, and Shang Tsung keeps coming out of portals to like fight them. And when he fights them, like they kind of remember like who they were, and they start like kind of fucking them up, and they fight and they do the fatalities and shit. And it ends with like Liu Kang like doing this insane kind of like setting up to his original fatality, or not his, but like one of his early fatalities with the dragon. And the tagline for that trailer and the whole game, which is on my wall right there, is "It's in our blood." That was such a good tagline for that fucking game. I was like, that's perfect. And that entire trailer is like, this gets me hyped for Mortal Kombat. It has the great like costume designs, the color palette. It's like very bright. It's ridiculous. It's super gory. And I see these trailers, I'm like, why is it so dark? Like, why is it tonally as dark? Like, everyone's so dour and serious. Like, Johnny Cage.
Even Johnny fucking Cage,
Yeah.
dude.
And I know, like I said, I'm like, he kind of is like a down on his luck former golden boy, but he never lets anyone see that. Like,
Here's
he
the thing.
hides it with his comedy.
I like in this trailer, I'll give it this. I like that we see Johnny Cage at a convention and nobody wants his autograph. I think that's funny. I think that's in character for him. But
he shouldn't be depressed around
gets,
everyone else.
Yeah, as soon as he gets to that tournament, you said this, but as soon as he gets there, like, all right,
He
now
locks in.
let's get going. Lock
Yeah.
in, be confident, like in yourself. But in this trailer, he's like, I can't compete in this tournament.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm like, what the fuck what are you talking about? You're Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Do it. I have a feeling he's gonna take that shirt off and he's not even gonna have the tattoo.
I don't know. I feel like that's such a big bit of fan service. It'd be
He
crazy
probably
to
will.
miss.
I'm just being
If they do
but
that, I will be in the theater like, what the fuck?
I walk out.
I need him to get punched and break his shades and to whip out another pair and put them on immediately.
Oh my god.
Like, that's the
Please.
stuff that I need. I need like the fucking ridiculous music. And there is stuff that looks cool. Like, I love the part when Scorpion throws the spear into Noob Saibot and he rips out the clone.
Scorpion was cool in the first one too. I like Scorpion.
It's just his colors are too. Why is he a samurai, not a ninja? What's
Yeah,
crazy
the
is
suits-
you can see that he has his original suit under all the fucking armor.
Yeah.
It's like under all the brown and gray armor. I'm like, take that shit off, bro. And fucking, have you looked up recently Sub-Zero's costume in that movie?
No.
The blues
I'll look it
are
up.
look it up. The blues are so dark that they just look black. His helmet's too big. I'm like, why is his costume? I know it would be silly, but that's the point of Mortal Kombat. Why is his costume not the exact same as Scorpion's but blue? Like, it should be the same suit but blue. You looking at it?
Yeah, even in the first movie, it's still.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the first movie. I'm talking about the first one because he's
yeah.
Noob Saibot now.
Okay, yeah. That does not say Sub-Zero.
That's also like brightened up. Like, if you look up like
That is
other
brightened
images, it's like dark. I don't know.
This is from the movie, and that just looks black.
Yeah, it's not.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, his suit should be the same as Scorpion's. I know, because once you start applying logic, like, oh well, he's from a different country and he's from a different clan. I was like, once you're thinking those thoughts, you've lost the soul of Mortal Kombat. Who gives a fuck why? Fucking one of the coolest characters, Cabal, is a guy who got burnt, and when they gave him like surgery to fix him, they put like engines inside of him that made him fast. There's no logic here. He's just cool. They actually fucking knocked him out of the park in that first movie, I will say. Cabal, the suit looked fucking sick. His voice act, his actor was great. His dialogue was good. Also, I will give them credit, especially because that Kano was fucking awesome.
Kano was great in that.
That was
he was probably my
perfect.
favorite part.
Yes, he was
Probably
fucking perfect in that movie. I loved how slimy and weaselly he was. That was a great job on that one. No, don't change
Now,
Kano.
I will say, another benefit of this trailer, another positive thing. I think Cole Young is gone. I think he's
Benefit,
gone.
that guy's out of work. Isn't that
Look,
Shatterstar, if I remember right?
Shatterstar is from Deadpool 2. Same
Yeah,
actor.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Oh,
Shatter-
I thought you, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. I like him.
But
You don't need an OC in a Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
movie.
Kombat has a fucking plethora of beloved characters.
He took Johnny Cage's place in that first movie.
And he killed Goro in a barn in Kansas. They sent Goro's ass to Earth, and he was killed by a guy in piss armor with a baton.
Is this movie rated R?
Yes, they...
Okay, because I remember the first look at this movie, we saw Cole Young. I have my
He's
theory
gonna die
is that
violently.
he is going to die immediately.
Yes.
He will be the first fatality, and it's gonna be brutal. I hope.
That would suck even more. Everyone is always like, "Oh, I feel bad for the Rose Tico actress because she was such a
my
big part."
God.
And in the sequel, they just sidelined her. Imagine if they were like, "Yeah." Imagine she was the main character, and they brought her back. And were like, "Sorry, everyone fucking hates you so much. You need to die now." That's the only way they'll be satisfied. It's not their fault. It's the fault of whoever fucking decided to do that.
It's not. If they cast that dude in a role that existed,
Kenshi.
fine.
He should have been fucking Kenshi or Takeda.
Could have done that.
It could have been a fucking litany of other Mortal Kombat characters who are sick. And also, Mortal Kombat characters always have a fucking cool gimmick. That gimmick sucked balls.
What was it?
He had literally piss-colored armor and a fucking sharp, like, police baton. He formed it on him. He was like, ah! And, like, he got armored up. And it was literally... Remember the Pisswing meme where, like, people took the picture of Nightwing in Titans and just edited it so, like, he was only, like, piss yellow, like, Pisswing? That's what he had. He had the Pisswing armor.
Yeah,
and
I remember.
It was ridiculous. Takeda has a fucking cool gimmick where he has those, like, long, like, chain whip things that retract from his arm.
He was one of my favorite to play in Mortal Kombat 10. Yeah.
He's sick. Kenshi's awesome. He's a fucking samurai, like Yakuza, with a telepathic ghost sword. Awesome character. It's like, oh, look at all these awesome, like those two characters I mentioned, and a guy who can wear metal armor. Not even like Iron Man armor, he could fly. He just has it.
I stick by my theory. I think that's gonna happen, but I didn't think about how terrible that is.
It's fucked up. He was
the main character of the last movie.
Dude. I mean, at least he's been in other things. Imagine if that was his breakout role. He's like, Mom, I made it. I'm the main character in, like, one of the highest selling video game franchises of all time. I'm in the movie. And then the sequel comes about. And they're like, dude, you're set for life. That movie was a fucking hit. They're going to make a bunch more. Like, you're set. And like, sorry, bud. You're dead. Yeah,
we got Carl Urban now.
Yeah, the fans... People weren't really fucking with it. And he's like... And it was on us for not making you Kenshi.
Yeah, it was our bad, but sorry, man.
I would be okay if they fucking, like, write him out for most of the... He's not in most of the movie. He is at the very least not in most of the movie. I would be okay if for some reason he's written out at the very beginning and he's alive and it turns out they're like, just kidding, you're Takeda. That's your real name. Cool.
That's fine.
I'd be fine. I have nothing against the guy. Just my suggestion to keep him around. Also... little random thing. Shao Kahn's mask is too much for me. It's like silver and engraved and it's got a little too much. I feel that way with a lot of the costumes. I think Katana's suit, she has like this neck brace spider web thing and it's like a dark navy blue. I was like, what the fuck do spider webs have to do with Katana? Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, this is too much. This is overly detailed.
It's too much. It's like, why couldn't it just be a big ass skull?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like
why is everyone always trying to reinvent the wheel? You know what? That's how it's like
stupid.
It's like these designs have been beloved for fucking 30 years. 30
Look
plus
at the
years.
He-Man movie.
Yeah.
They didn't change shit, and it looks awesome.
Look at Street Fighter.
I don't
Look
give
at
a fuck about He-Man or Street Fighter, but they both look awesome.
Yep.
So
Street
I
Fighter.
like,
And when they were writing Street Fighter, they were like, "Why would this guy be doing a military operation in a fucking karate gi with no shoes?" They're like, "Who gives a fuck?" That's what he wears in the fucking video game. That's what he's gonna wear in the fucking movie. Cool.
yeah.
Do that. Bring that energy to the
Jason
film.
Momoa's a big green beast man.
Yes, apparently he really wanted to play that part.
I'm looking at Street Fighter images now, and it looks great.
Rose
I think this
moved
movie
on.
looks great.
Yeah. Let's talk about our top 10 games now.
Oh yeah.
Lock in.
I'm locked in.
You are locked in? So we're
Yeah.
going to take turns. I'll let Brandon do the honor of going first. I know you have at least one honorable mention.
Yeah.
I'll let you
So
go first with that one.
my honorable mention is The Last of Us,
Yeah?
because that was probably my favorite game of all time for a while.
Damn it, bumped
But-
down 10 spots? Damn.
I don't know. I've soured on it a bit, and I think that's mostly because of one, the
sequel?
show, and two, the sequel, and three, the fans. All of those things combined have made me kind of dislike it. And also, I've realized the only aspect of that game that I genuinely love is the story, because the gameplay is kind of boring.
The gameplay is so good in 2. The gameplay in 2 is so fucking good.
I do love playing in like the combat encounters in 2. I think they're awesome. But that first one, and I will say the remake also improves the gameplay. I played the remake, it's good. But there's just I'm come to a point in my life where I used to really prefer games that had that cinematic feel, and the cutscenes were long and really good.
Yeah,
Now-
you like the playable movies.
Yeah, I did. Now I really value gameplay. So that game has bumped down quite a long time. And
Yeah.
also, a lot of the picks on my list are also based off of just like how much fun I had or nostalgia. And I don't know. This
I
one
think-
just didn't make it.
I think we're going to have 2 that are the same. Or maybe potentially... Oh, no, maybe only one. One
I
or
don't
2.
know. Yeah.
So, I'll say my 11, my honorable mention is Skyrim. I think I've sunk... In the terms of games I've sunk the most amount of hours into, Skyrim's got to be like top 3. So many times I've gone back and been like, I am just gonna live as a hunter in the woods for a week. I'm gonna
I
fucking
wish
build
so
a
bad
house.
I could like get into that game.
Oh, dude,
I don't
it's when you lock in on that game. I've never even beaten the main story. I just have so much fun. Like I've never beaten it. I just like playing the game. Like I get in and I get a quest. I'm like, I'm gonna go fight some bandits in a cave. I'm gonna buy a house. I'm going to find a wife. I'm going to adopt some kids. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to become the leader of the Assassin's Guild. And also become a fucking powerful wizard. I don't know. It's fun. I'm gonna build my fucking stealth archer class for the 90th time. I'm gonna do you can mix it up. Sometimes I'll be a big orc with a hammer. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It sucks me in. It has so much. I don't know. It's just a great potential. Really, really pulls me in. All right. But now, Brandon, your number 10 pick, your 10th favorite game of all time, and everyone, this is our favorites. This is not us saying this is the best. Also, obviously, we haven't all played the same amount of games as you. I feel like out of our friend group, I've probably played the most games.
I probably played the least, to be honest. So.
No, I think you've played more than Ben.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
mean, yeah, maybe. That's probably fair.
But there's like 500 games physically behind me on that shelf.
Yeah, me and Evander have a channel that's basically forcing me to play more video games.
I have
so I'm
great
gonna get there.
picks lined up on it. But yeah, I'm curious what your number 10 is.
Okay, my number 10 is literally pure nostalgia. I don't remember much of it, but I know that this is the game I played most as a child, and it's The Simpsons game.
Oh, the movie? The Simpsons.
It's just called The Simpsons game.
Oh,
There's like the
what
first
console?
level.
What console is it on?
PS2.
Oh, okay, then I think what was the cover? Was it like the yellow cover with the donut in the middle?
I think it might have been. The first level is Homer Simpson running through a candy land.
I've never played this game.
It's I don't even think I beat the first level. I think I just played that first level. But I was so this is the cover. Hold on, I'm gonna find. Here is the level. It's a chocolate land, and yeah. So, but I was not good at video games when I was a kid,
No
but I
one
liked
is.
this one because I liked the Candyland, and Homer Simpson always just kept saying "dope," so I really liked it.
Opening
And that
up
was
with I've
when you
never
said
beaten the first level is insane.
when you said create a top 10 list. I thought back, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. So I was like, I have to put it on there. It has to make it.
That's awesome. That's an
So that's number
incredible
10.
one. Awesome. My number 10 is Hitman Blood Money. I love all the Hitman games. Not the first one that much. Blood Money is awesome. It gives you a lot of... It gives you... I think that's like the perfect Hitman game. I think what the new ones are missing, even though the new ones are amazing, was the kind of framing kills. And the one that always sticks out in my mind in this game, which I think might be the best Hitman level ever, is when you need to assassinate this guy who's performing in an opera. So you break into the rehearsals, and in the scene, he's going to be executed by... They're like they're playing two soldiers. And the guy you need to kill in this scene in the opera is tied up to this pole, and he's singing his song, and he's executed. He's shot by the other actor. You can sneak into the other actor's dressing room between rehearsals and replace his fake gun with a real one and have him shoot the guy for you. It's
that's
so
awesome.
good. It's such an awesome level. And I just think like I think it captures the Hitman experience the best, or it's funny, it's weird, or it's not weird's right. It's a funny, wacky game, and it's like, here's a sandbox, and you kind of have to figure out all the silly ways you can kill people. I love the dark humor of it. I love, because again, you're fucking murdering people, but it's like you can also just choose to find the silliest, most Looney Tunes way to kill someone. Like, I'm gonna unscrew a chandelier at a Christmas party and drop it on some guy's head and fucking run away like the fucking Roadrunner. It's hilarious.
I haven't played much of them, but I don't know which one we played for the channel.
We played Hitman Absolution, which is considered the black sheep of the Splinter of the Hitman family.
But even then,
it's fun.
It's fun to watch too. Like
I
remember
we were being wacky.
Yeah, you can be whack. And when we first started being friends, you showed me a video you made.
Of me killing everyone in the fucking like Philippines mission in the reboot.
Yeah, and you like threw a briefcase and it like spun forever and knocks.
Yes.
So those games they're fun.
They are. They're very fun. And I set to Total Eclipse of the Heart, and it was me killing everyone on the map. Maybe I'll play a clip of that video.
You should.
Just a segment so we don't get copyright struck. But that's my number 10. I'll let Brandon move on.
Okay, number 9. Number 9 is my last nostalgia pick.
Okay.
It's just these two. But this one I have far more memories of, and it's
You got past the
Ultimate
first level?
Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a cool one.
I beat this game.
That's a cool one. You fight Venom.
I think
you
that
fight
this
Wolverine
game is
in that
like,
game.
Yeah, this game was made before Venom was introduced in the Ultimate Comics. Like, this game made them bring Venom into the comics.
I had no idea.
And I think they adapted, like, the football field scene with him. Everything was put in the comics after this was made.
That's crazy.
I think it's timeless. I think that I want more games like this that go with that cel-shaded comic book
I love it.
Yeah, it makes them feel timeless. You can play this and it's fine.
Isn't there a side mission chain where you can like race against the Human Torch?
Yeah, those fucking pissed me the fuck off as a kid. I could not do it, but I eventually got it. But like, and he mocks you the whole time. He's like, "Keep up, webhead," and it's fucking so annoying. But it's really fun, and it takes the web swinging from Spider-Man 2, which everyone's always obsessed with, but everyone talks about Spider-Man 2, which I know it pioneered it, but this game, I think, improved upon it. Voice acting's good. It's directly connected to the comics, so you can either read that comic or you could play this, and it fits into the storyline. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's a great game. And it's the only Spider-Man game I put on my list.
Wow. My number 9 is the OG Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah.
That that actually looking over this when I talked about Skyrim, talking about putting hours into a game, that might be my number 1. I fucking
Oh
was.
shit.
Did you play that one much growing up?
Is that the one with do they all have heroes and villains?
Kind of, but the Heroes and Villains mode where it's just heroes and villains,
Yeah.
it's only 2 has that.
Then yeah, that's the one I played a
That
lot.
one's it's a great game. It's just something about it is so addicting. Even though I didn't play many alternate game modes. I mostly just love playing Conquest. But okay, actually no, I take that back because I love the Galactic Conquest where it's like Risk, where you have to take over other planets, and every time you kind of clash with the other player of a planet, you have to go down and fight a battle. It has really the space battles are sick. It also has fun, like if you go to like the Hoth map, it has this kind of like extra mode called Hunt, where one team is the rebels and the other team is the Wampas, and the
Mm.
Wampas like super overpowered. Like you have like fucking Hulk smash moves, or you can go to Endor and one team's like the Scout Trooper snipers, the other team is fucking the Ewoks.
Oh
And then if
yeah.
you go to Mos Eisley, the best one, it's Tusken Raiders versus Jawas. It's so fun. But yeah, the heroes versus villains mode is fucking iconic. Where you're at the cantina and you can just have like Boba Fett flying around and fighting Obi-Wan. I'm not a huge fan of the 2 remakes that came out on the PS4 and the Xbox One. They're all right, but like just nothing captured like that. It just puts you in the zone. And when you became a hero in that game, there's no fucking cooldown on your abilities. There's no like, oh, fucking figure out the cards and level them up to make. It's like, no,
Ah,
you fucking got to play as Mace Windu. You get to fuck everything up. Oh, it's like,
yeah.
oh, if you got a kill streak, you can spawn in as a tank. No, you can fucking crawl into a tank, blow up 50 people. It's fun. I loved.
Yeah.
I just that it didn't have that new like. I think in new games, like everything, like, oh, did you earn this? Are you the best on the leaderboard? Well, you can start fucking feeling a little bit more powerful. It's like, no, cool. You're just playing the game. You can fuck shit up.
Yeah, it didn't have the grind set. New
Yeah,
games have the grind set, and it's
yeah.
fucking annoying.
It was
We had
just.
some fun in Battlefront 2 when like the Ultimate Edition released. I remember that.
I think
You
it's a
just
fun
got
game.
everything.
I
It was
think
fun.
under certain circumstances, a fun game, but it does not, in my opinion, does not
No, it
touch
doesn't come
that.
anywhere close.
Yeah,
It doesn't come anywhere
yeah,
close.
yeah.
And didn't they re-release the 2 originals, but it was kind of
Yes,
like shit?
it was like busted. I have a funny
Yeah.
video of me playing it. But yeah, that's my number 9.
Let's see. What do I want number 8 to be? I'm gonna immediately go back on what I said about The Last of Us with my number 8 because it's
You
Until Dawn.
oh about no.
Um,
Okay, that's a great
because
game,
that doesn't have much gameplay, but I
but it's
think
such a good story.
it's so good.
How did
And
they
it like
fuck it up in the movie?
I don't want to think about that movie. I'm thinking about the game, which I like, but it's I don't know. It does what the original Scream does for me, where it perfectly um parodies the horror tropes of the time,
Mm-hmm.
and the characters are all pieces of shit, but like and the game asks you which ones you don't like specifically, and it'll like analyze your fears and then put those fears in the game. And the therapy sessions with Peter Stormare are so fun and so
That's
creepy.
one of the best
And
performances ever. I love
oh
him,
my
and
god,
he's
it's
so
so
good.
good.
Yeah,
And the fact that he's in the movie makes me pissed off
and
because
he
he's
blows
he's
up.
not even that
He
character.
blows
He
up.
just dies.
He drinks the water and he blows
dies.
up. That game,
But
what a good twist at the end of that game when you find out. Because
I know.
we're gonna whatever spoilers for a fucking old ass game that just had another re-release or
Yeah.
another opportunity. But like, I love that at the start of the game, you're set up like, oh, this is like a revenge thing about the sisters, and you see that flashback with them, and while they're running, and they're being chased by what you learn later is the Wendigo, and you see the fire shooting, and I remember I was
Yep.
like, what the fuck is that? And the game lets you forget about it, and when you learn that it's the hunter guy at the end, and then you're like, oh fuck, I remember that, and it does a great job of like letting you go back and learn,
Hmm.
um,
And like
putting some little
you
pieces in
you
there.
can miss a lot of lore.
You
Like
can.
that's like you have to go around and search, which again, it's one of my favorite parts of Resident Evil games, which I'm gonna mention later. Um, is that you have to look if you want to learn everything about the world, and I love that. And the replayability for these games again is just so fun because it's choice based, like, and your decisions actually do affect the outcome. Like people die if you mess up. There
Hmm.
there was I used to when I first played this game, I was so fucking stressed because I learned that if you miss even one quick time event, suddenly Chris is dead.
Yeah,
Like
it's
suddenly
so.
he
And the
died.
worst one, you can't move your contrller.
Oh my
I
god.
hated those. I'd be like, I'd
And
throw my
and
controller on the table, bro. As soon as I see, I'd be like, nope, nope.
I, I didn't learn that you could do that. I was just like, I
It
can't
just
move.
did it
I
no
don't
matter
know.
what. If I held it, like it, I'd die. I'm like, I'm not fucking moving. I'm still as a fucking statue. God damn it.
But it was funny because like a character I didn't want to die would die in a quick time event, but then I would actively try to get Emily killed, and she would not die. I couldn't get it to happen. I was just like, fuck, die, please. I couldn't do it. But it's just so fun, and I love that it's like, oh, it's Josh getting payback, and then all of a sudden, oh, never
Yeah,
mind, it's a big
no.
fucking monster. it's,
Yeah, fuck that. Bunch of evil
it's a great
monsters.
game.
Yep.
But yeah, that's number 8.
That's a great pick. My number 8 is the original Metal Gear Solid on PS1. I
Play it.
It's a very fun game. I think the gameplay holds up better than basically every PS1 game. It has so many great boss fights. It started one of my favorite game franchises. Um, I remember playing it in high school, and it's because my friend begged me to. My friend loved Metal Gear Solid, and like Metal Gear Solid is a wacky game. That's like the point. Like it's very over the top, and I being a fucking like not media open minded person, I was like, this is stupid and lame. I was like, why the fuck is this bad guy have a bunch of bees? This is dumb. And my friend's like, no, it's actually awesome. I was like, this looks stupid. And I went over to his house, and he was like, I'm making you look at just the start of this. And we saw the opening cutscene. I was like, this is badass, actually. What the hell? And I just played the first like room, and I just ran around taking all the guards. I'm like, this is fun. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, was he onto something this whole time? And I was just wrong. Was I wrong and closed minded? And I got the Legacy Collection, I believe, is the one that came out on PS3 out of all the games, and I just played the shit out of it in high school. I was like, yep, like my bad. This game is peak. I apologize. Um, so yeah, we're gonna experience that on the channel one day. I think
Yeah, I have to play them, so
they're
we'll do
great.
that.
They're
I think
very.
they're coming to PS5 soon, right?
I don't know
All,
which ones.
all ported.
Yes, the I one might have already been ported. I no 1, 2, and 3 have already been ported.
Shit.
We're just
All
getting
right.
the other ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right. Well, yeah, I gotta play those. I mean, iconic franchise I have not accessed yet, so I'll have
yeah.
to.
And you'd fucking Brandon's gonna be a Raiden enjoyer.
I
That's
seen that guy. I think he looks cool. I
yeah.
remember Fortnite teased him ages
Yep,
ago,
I
and they
remember that.
never put it out.
Yeah, Brandon would fuck with Raiden over Snake. That's
Okay.
like the Chris and Leon dynamic.
Oh shit.
I think to a degree. Raiden's Leon. But yeah, I'll let
Okay.
you
Well, then
move
I'll
on to
like him.
your. Oh yeah, you will. I'll let you move on to your 7.
Okay, number 7. Number 7 is actually 2 games I've grouped into one
I did that
because
later on. That's fine. I did that later
I
on.
think that they count as one
Yeah.
experience,
Okay.
and it's both South Park games.
Oh, oh, dude, that's a fucking really good pick. I didn't think of
Yeah,
that.
Stick of
Damn.
Truth and Fractured Butthole. I think that those
Yes.
games are unreasonably good.
Yes,
They
they're
are
so good.
like they have perfected their version of turn-based combat. It's
Mm-hmm.
so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like you think that it wouldn't be, but it
It's
is.
addicting.
And the character creation is also fun. The fact that you get to choose your character class and upgrade your abilities, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not like a task, like it just happens naturally throughout those. They are genuinely good games,
Yeah.
which you would not expect. And while they're being good games, it's also the exact art style of the show, and it just feels like you're playing an extended episode that you
Yep.
suddenly get to live in that world.
Yep.
It is criminal that they they changed or something happened that we won't get another game like this.
Yeah.
And
Dude, that
whatever
was
they made
such a
next.
good pick. I fucking when I was making this list, I did not even those games didn't cross my mind because
I opened my
I'm making a top
PlayStation.
50. I'm making a top 50 right now, and that one those definitely belong in there somewhere. Damn, but yeah,
Yeah,
good one.
they're just I don't know, they're funny. The jokes
Yeah,
land.
yep,
It's just it's and Stick of Truth is great. I think Fractured Butthole improves upon it in every way, and that's also superheroes, so I like it a little bit more.
yeah.
But
The
it's just
combat's better. Fresher Battle is an objective improvement in every way over the first one.
yeah,
It just is, and
absolutely.
the first was already an amazing game. So like the fact that
Hmm.
they did that is incredible. Yeah,
If you have not played them,
yeah,
absolutely play
you
them.
have to.
They're so fun.
Yeah,
They're so
they're
fun.
great.
I have to replay them soon. It's been so long, and I'm super excited that it's been so long because that means I forgot all the jokes. It's fantastic
The one
news.
that I'll always remember is there's one level where you shrink down and you're under your parents and they're having sex and the balls are just swinging.
I forgot.
That's such a crazy one.
I think the one thing I remember from Stick of Truth, I think, is an alien ship crash lands and they turn it into a Taco Bell. I'm pretty sure that happens.
Damn. Yeah. Great pick, Brandon. That was a baller one. Incredible job.
Shit.
Okay.
All
My
right, number
number
seven.
7. GTA 5.
Yeah, I went back and forth for my list. It didn't make it, but that's a good
Real.
pick.
That's it's. I grew up very. My mom was not have ever let me play anything like that, and I was raised very like old school fundamentalist. So like, I grew up being like, Grand Theft Auto is evil. Like it's wrong. Grand Theft Auto is bad, and I had the mentality. And then when, dude, massive turning point in my life was the trailer for 5 coming out. That I swear. And here's a little fucking fact about this. I swear to God, to everything in on Earth and beyond this planet, that there was a trailer for GTA 5 that was set to Midnight City by M83. I cannot find that trailer, but anytime I look it up, there are Reddit threads and forum threads being like, "Hey, where's the M83 Midnight City trailer?" And it's a fucking what's that thing they talk about when things don't? I'm forgetting the word. The
Oh,
Berenstein Bears thing,
oh shit.
whatever the fuck. But oh,
I don't
Mandela
know.
effect. There's
Mandela
a
effect, yeah.
Mandela effect, and because I look in the comments, half the people are like, "There was never a trailer playing that. You're thinking of this," and they link the trailer. I'm like, "That's not the one. That's not the one. That is not the trailer that I saw. I know it's not the trailer that I saw. I know it's not." And half the comments, and everyone who remembers the trailer on my side, like, that's not the trailer I saw. I remember it so clearly. It played on TV. Maybe it didn't get uploaded online or something, but that trailer 1,000% existed. And I saw that fucking trailer, and the song went so crazy, and they were flying under a bridge with the sunset, and fucking Michael was saying some insane inspirational shit about crime and life and freedom. And I was like, I need to
Yeah.
play this immediately. I'm like, I need to play this today. And I was fucking like 15 because it came out in 2013. I was 15 years old, so I wasn't old enough to buy it. So I got my money and I gave it to my brother, and he gave it to his friend, and his friend went to GameStop and bought it for us on opening day on my 15th birthday, September 17th, 2013. My birthday, GTA 5 came out.
Yeah.
And then fucking 12, 11 years later, I was working at GameStop, and a kid came in and tried to buy GTA 5 with his grandma. I said, "You can't buy this." That's how much time has passed between 5 and 6 is I had to pay an adult to buy it for me. And I became old enough to be the one telling a kid he can't buy it. And before someone says like, "Oh, why are you blah blah blah?" I had a moral dilemma about it, okay?
Yeah, fuck you. Give
He
it to the
he
kid.
was like 11. He was like 11.
Oh,
He was like a kid. If he was a little bit older, I wouldn't have done anything. But he was like 11, and his grandma was there, like Armenian grandma, and I was like, I had a conflict, and I talked to my coworker after. He's like, "I think you did the." He's like, "I probably would do the same thing." I was like, "Look, I'm like, this game has a bunch of like nudity and prostitutes and like violence in it," and she was like, "Jacob," or whatever his name was. I would like blah 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 blah, and he like smiled, like he would like knew he got caught, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, "You're just a little too young, bro." I'm like, respectfully, I don't think a fucking 12-year-old needs to be fucking shooting hookers.
Do you
like
want to know?
personally,
Do you want to
without
know
his
a funny
parents'
story?
permission. What? That was you? You were the 12-year-old kid that I stopped?
Well, that game came out in 2013,
Yeah, what were you, fucking
so
5? Were you even
I was
born?
11, and I remember. I honestly, this should be on my list, but it's not. But I remember going to GameStop and running into this situation with my mom, and I said some bullshit. I was like, "No, there's a setting where you can turn the cuss words off, and I just won't go to the strip club, I promise." And the GameStop employee was like, "Yeah, yeah, that setting exists.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
damn!
setting." And he sold the game to my mom. And I remember when I went home, I pushed my dresser up against the door and I put headphones on so that she wouldn't hear and she wouldn't see where I went because I went to the strip club. But you prevented that kid from being me.
I didn't think. I'm like, you're real young, kiddo. That
Oh,
was
it
a
is young.
little. That was a
It
little
is very
young.
young.
Um, but yeah, dude, it's just so many memories. I've played that campaign multiple times. I actually want to replay it before 6. I haven't played it in a couple years. But me and you have just hung around and online, just fucking driving around. Me and you have gone
Yeah.
gambling at the casino for hours, just
Dude,
fucking talking about nonsense.
blackjack,
Yeah,
shit's fun.
it's a, it's just,
It is.
it's
It's a
an
great
all
game.
timer. It just is an all timer. You know what I mean? Like,
My
there's,
only hopes is that 6 reaches those
I
lengths.
think it will,
I don't know.
but
I think
I
it will.
had to fucking, I had to put it in as a classic. It's just one of those games. But
It is so good. I think it didn't make my list because it's been around so long that I just forgot to like that it's like it is a game. It's one of
this
the
was one
best
of the
games
ones I thought
ever.
we would have on our list the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. Damn. Yeah.
And
Fuck.
there's one that is gonna be close, but not the same. But I'll let you say your number 6.
I know what you're talking about already.
I
And
bet you
you're
do.
definitely you're definitely correct. I
Yeah,
definitely have a different one.
yeah.
But okay, so number 6. Number 6, I thought this would be higher, but putting it against the others, it's not. Is Red Dead Redemption 2.
That barely
Um,
missed my fucking barely, dude.
yeah,
Just
it's
barely.
it's a
That's
good.
funny. We
It's
both
I
had
don't know.
Rockstar games that just missed it.
Yeah,
It's and I
it's
just replayed it. I just replayed it.
yeah, and you were
It-
like, this shit's fucking
it's
long.
long, bro. It's like
It's a
60
long
hours for the
game.
campaign. I was fucking around
It
in
is,
side missions. I was
and
playing that shit for like 2 weeks nonstop.
if you take your time, you can sink easily 72 hours straight,
Oh,
probably more,
dude, do you
just
remember
into
when
that
South
game.
Park was talking about that, where everyone was just playing Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah.
And they went to the police station. He's like, I'm going to Valentine. He's just not doing his job.
This game came out in 2018. I've replayed it 3 times over that span, and every time I do it, I spend a longer time in the game. And I think and I've every time I've played it, I've discovered new things. This previous playthrough, I finally killed a vampire and got his knife. I was like, I didn't know this was in this game, but I just unlocked a vampire dagger that I can use for the rest of this game, and it's awesome. That's so cool.
Have you
And
found the
like
time
Arthur
traveler?
Morgan, I did find the time traveler.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
see the
found
video?
him.
I didn't. I saw a video talking about the Colts in GTA, and he's from that.
Yeah, I think I saw the same video. Was it that dude? He's like in a green screen and
Yeah.
he does
Yep.
like some crazy
Yep.
shit. Yeah,
Yep.
he's a good YouTuber. I
Yeah.
like him.
I saw a couple of his videos. That's how I know
Yeah,
about that.
I don't know. It's just a great. And Arthur Morgan, I genuinely believe he might be top 3 greatest video game protagonists
Yeah.
ever. I think he's solid. I like how you were gonna try to. Yeah, this is a criticism. This is a criticism with all Rockstar games, but specifically this one because it's their most recent. You were like, I'm gonna try to be evil, but the game kind of doesn't let
You
you.
know, the story is definitely you're not supposed to be evil.
Yeah,
Like, you're supposed to be kind of bad. Like,
yeah, an outlaw. You're supposed
yeah,
to be
you're a little
a
kind
cowboy,
of
but,
bad,
like,
you know, like, because I was playing it and I got to the end and I found the wife of the guy who gave you tuberculosis, and I'm like, I could have 0% honor, and I'm pretty sure this would be the same mission. Pretty sure
yeah, you're
Arthur would be
still
like,
gonna like
take
give her money.
all my
Yeah,
money, go down the roads, and you're gonna be good. I'm like, yeah, okay, a little hard to mesh if I fucking spent the past 60 hours slaughtering innocent people only for the sake of lowering my honor. But
yeah.
maybe I'm wrong, but
My
I don't think
my
so.
only like, I I don't want to criticize my top game. My only criticism is that prologue, because the first time I played it, I was like, this is really good. I like that this game kind of comes to a halt and I get to see how John got to this point. The second and third time I played it, I didn't finish it. I was just like, I don't really want to do this. After I built the house, I was like, I think I'm done. I'm just gonna put it down
That's
for
when
a
you get
while.
to wait. What is it? Micah, it's John Marston.
Yeah, yeah,
You can't miss out on that part. I have the same experience with that. I fully finished the whole ending this time, and I do appreciate that. I think narratively it's really good because it
yeah.
lets you see the fruits of Arthur's sacrifice. Because if you
Hmm.
didn't, you would jump straight into one and be like, well, Arthur kind of died for no reason.
Yeah,
Because,
he doesn't exist at that point, so
yeah.
nobody mentions him.
Well, it's not just that. It's
So
like, if you play Red Dead, like, the next time you see John, he's just back in his old ways. So
yeah.
you needed that ending that let you experience John being a normal guy who got the opportunity to live the life that Arthur wanted him to, but ultimately, and there's more tragedy, ultimately ends up making the same decisions that
Oh,
everyone does in Red Dead. Yeah,
it's a great ending.
yeah.
It's
It's
just
just the
too
game.
long.
Yeah, it's long and like
It's,
span 1 hour shoveling pig shit in the
I don't
barn.
need this shovel shit. I don't need to do
That's
that.
literally a fucking like 2 levels that are like shovel pig shit. I'm like,
That
no,
could be a cutscene,
fuck
guys.
you.
You don't have to do, you don't
Yeah.
have to make that a mission.
Fix
I don't
the
have to put the
fix
fence
the
together.
fence. Yeah, lift the fence, buddy. Build
But
that fence.
otherwise, love
Yeah.
that game. It's so long, I love it. And I sometimes I'll just sit there and just like be in that world, and I'll just have Arthur like at a campfire hunt. It's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I can live here for. That's like my sky.
Yeah. I have I get the same experience out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a great pick.
number 6?
My number 6 is
Yeah.
Sleeping Dogs.
Shit. I've only ever
Crazy?
played the second one.
You've ever played Sleeping Dogs at all? There's no
I've
second
only
Sleeping
played the
Dogs.
second one.
There's no second
Oh.
Sleeping Dogs.
Oh, I was thinking of Watch Dogs.
Oh, Watch Dogs. No, Sleeping Dogs. That's a fair mix up.
Yeah.
Sleeping Dogs. I know some people are gonna think it's crazy putting it over GTA 5. GTA 5 has way more shit in it you can do. GTA 5 also is very special. I'm an LA guy. GTA 5 is in LA. That's home. When I hang out with my friend, we would go in downtown LA. I'm like that. We'd be like, that's in GTA. That's in
I went
GTA.
there.
That's the pier. That's in GTA. But Sleeping Dogs has there's one big thing that sets apart Sleeping Dogs for me, and it has maybe the most badass combat ever put into a game. It's like, have you ever played Sifu?
Yeah.
Like, it has Sifu-esque combat, but way less punishing. Like, imagine if you had that combat system, but it was fairly easy to fuck everybody up.
Yeah.
And it's that mixed with GTA.
Cool.
Like, that's all you want. I have the platinum for that game. One of my friends, when I first met him, we were just fucking talking about random games, and I was in the middle of Sleeping Dogs, and he didn't even know I was, but he was like, we were just talking about video games and platinum. He's like, if you have Sleeping Dogs, like, go get the platinum for it. It's worth it. And I tried it, and I was like, you were right. It's a great platinum because it forces you to do everything, but you don't have to be the best at everything. You have to do all the races. You don't need to set first place in all of them. You just need to do them. You just need to do everything. You need to explore everything the world has in it. And it doesn't have too much. It's not like GTA where it's like, I have no interest in trying to get the platinum for GTA because I'm trying to fucking have a job and,
Yeah.
and other stuff. I know I don't have the time for that shit. If YouTube pops off and I can quit my job, then I'll do it. But until then, it ain't in the cards. Sleeping Dogs also has such a good fucking narrative. A bunch of incredible actors. Fucking Emma Stone is in it. For
Oh,
2 levels.
yeah.
You can date Emma Stone for 2 side missions and then she leaves. It's awesome, but it's frustrating. It's like, oh, you go out on 2 dates with her, and it's like Emma Stone dating simulator, and then she's gone. You can fucking do karaoke at the nightclubs.
That's so interesting.
Carmine Falcone from Batman Begins is in it. He's great.
Oh, cool.
I forget. I mean, there's a couple other actors in it, but it has a really great narrative because it's a cool like undercover story. It's like The Departed, which was my favorite movie for so long. And you're in Hong Kong, which is cool. I love my Hong Kong movies. Just I think it's a great game, and it's so depressing that we'll never get a sequel. But at least we're getting a movie. Maybe the movie will be great, and maybe it'll be good enough that they'll make a sequel to the game. But that's my number 6. I recommend Sleeping Dogs to everybody. Unearth of the Soul.
Yeah, yeah. I remember in high school, my friend Max played the shit out of the game. I watched him play it a few times. It looked pretty good. I never got around to it, but
It's very
shit.
good. It's a great game.
All right.
I'll let you jump onto your 5.
Number 5. Where is it? Number 5. Original Doom.
Oh, Peak. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. A few years ago, Evander and I
We got
went on.
really into Doom.
We were just like, yeah, let's just play this. We're just gonna play
We got
this,
addicted
and
to
then
Doom, and it's all we talked about. We were dooming it up every day.
yeah, we're doing it up. But
People got
like,
annoyed.
yeah, people get annoyed with how much you doom it up,
Someone
but you gotta
said
doom it up.
someone said a meme saying "Shut up about Doom" because we were talking about how good it was.
Is it's not a lie either, and I'm not talking about 2016. I'm talking
It's like
original Doom.
The OG.
Put like, I don't know, that game. I have a hard time typically playing old games, but that one is just, it's just so fun, and the shooting is so good for
Yeah,
some
it's 'cause
reason.
it's so fast paced, and it gives you that dopamine feedback
Yeah,
so
and
quickly.
like, I love killing the demons.
Yep.
I don't know. There's
It's
not
that
much to
crunch.
say
It's
about it
those
because
that
it
those
is
sound. It's those
mostly,
sound effects, right? I think that's
yeah,
what
the
sounds
sound
like.
effects.
Those I love those crunchy like 8-bit sounds like of the guns.
Yeah,
It sounds great. It sounds better
and
than a realistic gunshot. Something about
it
it.
does.
It's more
And
pleasing
it's
to the mind.
it's like extremely atmospheric,
Hmm.
and I this I was there was a part where you had to go into like this dark room, and there's those big invisible monsters that chase you, and I remember genuinely feeling fear in that moment, and I was like, this is an 8-bit video game. I should not be scared, but for some reason it's effective in making me feel that way. And I was like, this game is one of the greatest of all time. I
Yeah.
can't even, I don't know how they did this. The environments are awesome. I read up on it, and like the guy who created it was like, he had a rule where no same texture met with each other, so it kind of made it feel like the environments were real. Because in the previous game that I think they made was Wolfenstein, and in that the environments were like solid colors and it felt flat. But in this, they were like, okay, so if there's a step, we're gonna have a texture on the side of the step and on top of the step, and they're gonna be different, so you can tell that there's a separation, and it's gonna make the environment feel more real. And it was extremely effective, because even then, like, you look at the game and it you feel like there's dimensions to it. It's
Yeah.
just, it's fantastic. You can get it on PlayStation Store for like $5. If you haven't
Highly
played it, do yourself
recommend.
a favor and play that game.
Yep.
So good.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
great
number
one.
5.
Solid pick. My number 5. This is one I don't think you've played, and you have to play this. You would fucking love this game. L.A. Noir.
I have not, but
Dude.
that's Rockstar too, right?
That is. Well,
Yeah.
I think they just published it. I believe it's Team Bondi made it.
Oh
Um,
shit.
Again, it's in LA. It captures LA, but if you're like, I talked with Miguel about this. If you're like if you're like a film buff, if you love like, if you went to like film school or you just studied film and you know about like old like Hollywood history, you can go to the set of fuck, I'm forgetting this movie. What's it called? Whatever. But there was this old movie I'm forgetting the name of. I apologize. I'm losing my film fan credentials. But it was this. They built this like giant legendary set. Like it was so big, and it was just in the heart of L.A. It was like, and it was like this ancient like Egyptian, like temple, and it was just built in the heart of L.A. to film this movie. Intolerance, I believe, is what it was called. Thank you, my brain.
Okay.
And you can visit that set in the fucking game. Like you can just go to a scale like 1-to-1 recreation of it. And you can like, there's a mission there. You get into like a shootout in this giant, awesome, accurate set of this like ancient Egyptian like temple. It's so sick. I love the characters. I love the twists. I love that you can solve mysteries and get them wrong. I love that you can miss clues and continue through the game.
Oh,
I
that's
think,
cool.
yeah. Oh, dude, it's sick. You interrogate. You find a suspect, and you can ask them questions. And if you're not picking up on what they're saying, and if you don't remember information from earlier, they can lie to you and they'll trick you, and you'll just fuck. You'll
Oh
get
fuck.
fucked because if you don't, if you don't get like a piece of information, someone will lie, and there just won't be an option to call them on it. But like, if you're like, wait, I remember that, you can pull up your evidence book and you flip through it and you click on it, and your guy be like, no, no, no. He's like, I have this shit written down. You're fucking lying about that. But if you don't,
Oh
if you don't
shit.
remember that, you won't open up your evidence book and you won't click on it. You have to like, there's no like button prompt. You have to like open it up and find it.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's dope.
Actually,
Yeah,
fuck.
and you can just miss evidence, so it won't even be there. You get crimes wrong, and sometimes the game won't even tell you if you got the crime wrong exactly. Like you kind of just have to figure it out. Like there are some where you'll be like, I got a bad feeling about that one. I need to replay that shit.
This isn't a game that holds your hand like a baby.
No, it does not. The shooting's
awesome.
fun. One of my favorite elements of it is that they didn't shy. Man, how do I say this in a way where people will understand what I'm saying? It takes place in the 40s. Not a great
Yeah.
time for people in terms of their views. I appreciate that it had the maturity to not whitewash the main character and make him like a perfect person. He's better than most people of the time, but what I'm going to talk to you about specifically is you're investigating a crime that I think involves like Cubans maybe, and your partner says something like kind of racist, and your guy Cole Phelps, like he's not horrible. Again, he's for the time he's like a super liberal, and he's like, hey, he's like, don't say that shit. He's like, you're kind of like, he's like, that's not true. And their partner's like, well, yeah. He's like, how would you feel if like your daughter came home and was dating one of those? And he's like, well, I might not like really like that. And I like that because it feels real. That like he's for the time is super progressive, but the game doesn't feel the need to whitewash him and make him like this perfect guy just because he's the main character. They're like, yeah, we're kind of being real.
Yeah.
He was
That's cool.
bad,
It helps. It helps sell the time period too.
yeah,
Like
it does.
I think it's necessary for.
Yeah, and you learn. I won't say more because it'll spoil, but like you learn more about his character and another character, and it completely flips your perspective on like the entire game. When like certain things happen, you're like, oh, and you learn a little bit more. I won't spoil because we definitely need to play that game. But that's that's another one like Sleeping Dogs. I'll never get a fucking sequel to. Never. It's not gonna fucking happen. And it's like, fuck you. God damn it. But that's
Now that I know that like Rockstar didn't directly make that, it makes less sense. But I remember seeing a bunch of people being like, games we're never gonna get sequels for, but we really want them. From Rockstar, and it was Bully, and it was that.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is a
And
Rockstar game because their name is
yeah,
all over it. If there were to be a sequel, they'd be responsible for it.
yeah.
But yeah,
So
no, those are
that
those
is
are.
unfortunate. That
I
sounds
also
awesome.
really want a fucking Bully sequel that I'll never fucking get.
I
But I'll
remember
let
there was a
you.
rumor
Yeah,
what happened.
I'll let you move on to your
Um,
number 4.
Number 4 could go higher if I'm being honest, but I'm at a point where they can interchange.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fair.
but number 4 as of right now is the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Nice.
That was my first experience with a Resident Evil game. I don't think I could have asked for a better introduction to
That's
that
a
franchise.
great way to pick up the franchise.
Like I just can't believe how good that game is.
It's
so
an
good.
amazing game. I love Resident Evil. I literally have it right here on me all the time. Everyone knows.
Mhm.
I've had people ask me, because I have friends that want to play more games, like, where do I start? I'm like, either 7 or 2 remake. I think those are both great starting points depending on what you're looking for. And I'll ask them, like, do you want like a straight up horror game? Then you should play 7. If you want like a mystery puzzle solving horror game, then 2 remake. It's peak. They're both peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just I love the puzzle solving in these games. I think that's if you don't like puzzles, you don't like Resident Evil because that's a
Yeah.
lot of it.
Yeah.
And this is genuinely scary in moments. I remember the first time the liquor was introduced. Again, I played this game not knowing a single thing about the franchise. I thought it was just zombies. And then there's a liquor, and I was pissing my pants. And I didn't know that if you like were just quiet, you'd be fine. So I ended up fighting it. And it
Me
was
and
a
you playing
terrible time
5
for Liam.
the other day, and the liquors are just like trying to walk past them.
Fucking liquors, man.
Those are
I didn't know
scary.
that they were in like every game, but they are.
Yeah,
And
there's a
like,
lot of them.
I hate them. And then like the fact that the tyrant is just chasing you, like you reach a point in the game and then he's just there for the rest of the game.
Yep.
And you have to avoid him to the best of your abilities.
Mr.
And then
X
I
big
remember
ass.
like it took me a really long time to get out of the police station. I was like, okay, I'm coming to the end of this game, and then it wasn't the end of the
No.
game. Because again, I was not familiar that all these games like end in a facility
Yeah,
and
it's always
like
like some big eccentric building and then an
yeah,
evil
there's
hospital under it.
a very clear formula, but like I was like, there's so much game here. I think that's what Resident Evil does the best. Like especially right now, we're in a Resident Evil renaissance.
Yep.
And they cram so much game into these. Like, and the cutscenes don't overstay their welcome.
Nope.
The engine is fantastic. I don't know. The 2 remake is just my only critique is that those A and B storylines don't perfectly really line
Yeah,
up.
I
They
know
didn't
what
do
you
much of
mean.
that.
Yeah, they're like kind of like
Um,
alternate realities.
yeah, like even if you play the B Claire storyline in the A Leon storyline, it still doesn't line up.
Yeah,
Um,
I know what you mean.
but doesn't matter. It's so good. I don't care. Like
Yeah,
it's
you kind of just have to accept that
oh
like
man.
it's kind of like the real timeline is like a hodgepodge of those two
Yeah.
events. You know, you kind of
Resident Evil 9 kind of like
Yeah,
took elements from both and was like, here you
yeah.
go.
Here they
But
are.
fantastic game. That's my number 4.
That's peak. My number 4, Arkham City,
Shit.
dude. That's a fucking again.
That's
Obviously
a
on the
game.
top 10. That's an all timer.
That's an all-timer right
I think
there.
me, you, and Ben, the Arkham call it beckons.
Yeah.
It beckons
You-
every year. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I gotta play it. I gotta
gotta
punch
play
the
all of
fuck out of 1,000 people. I gotta beat the fuck out of everybody. I recently platinumed it, and it was fun.
Fuck.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It
I gotta do
definitely
that one of these days.
when I platinumed City, because I platinumed Asylum and City back to back. By the time I was done with City, I was like, I texted you, I'm like, I feel weird. Like, my hands feel weird. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, my brain had been like so connected, like, if you see a thing, hit a button. If you see the flash, hit the button, hit the button, hit the flash. And like, when I was done, I was like, I feel like I'm in psyoped.
Fuck.
Like, the CIA got to me. That's how they
Got a
need to break
counter.
people in Guantanamo Bay. They're like, platinum all Arkham games back to back, no stopping. And if you do,
Yeah,
you'll spill your
those
secrets.
games, those are the games where the platinums you have to get like the highest rank in
Yes.
every combat challenge, and
Yeah.
yeah, that is such a daunting task. One day I'll tackle it, but
It's definitely
fuck.
worthwhile, especially like, it's like for as long as we've loved these games, for as long as we've played them, it's like, you know, how
you get to a point
you got
where
to.
you have.
Yeah,
you gotta
it's
do.
like we rep these games so much. But beyond that, in talking about the actual game, probably I think this is every true Batman fan. This is like your ideal interpretation of the character.
Yeah,
It doesn't miss. It's so good. Perfect voice cast, incredible art direction. The soundtrack for that game slaps. It's so good. The opening like the menu, just like when you're seeing Batman like punching the Tiger Guard and throwing the batarangs and Mr. Freeze and that theme's playing. The just the actual opening of the game when you're getting dragged to the facility and Hugo Strange is talking to you and he says that he knows that you're Batman and the title pops up. It's so cinematic. It's just a fuck ton of villains, great side missions. You fucking fight Deadshot, Bane, fucking you can find when I remember looking up so many YouTube videos and I was like, you can find Killer Croc in this game. But the only way you can find him is if you go ridiculously, stupidly out of your way to double back in a completely unnecessary way after fighting Hugo Strange, and you throw a batarang at a random button. He'll fucking
Yeah.
appear. It's
or
like,
else you just miss it because
yeah,
you can't do it again.
yeah.
So.
No, you literally, there's only one opportunity. You have to do it after you find Ra's al Ghul. I know it's Raish, but I say it wrong. That's my way, okay? I'm not going to stop. I'm sorry. I grew up with Batman Begins, okay? I came out when I was a kid. You were a little young. You might have still been semen when that game came out, but or when that movie came out. But point
I was
is,
3,
when were you born?
2002.
Okay, you were 2. Came out in 2000.
When did that movie come out?
I think it came out in 2004.
Fuck. Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, just I was like, this is. Oh, and then dude, I remember finding a YouTube video. Scarecrow Easter egg.
Yeah.
And you go onto the boat and you have to fucking the code is like fear or fucking tear Gotham to shreds or something. Is like
Yep.
the code and the cryptographic sequencer. Finding Azrael. Just so Hush. Do you remember finding Hush? How hard that shit was. There's no
Yeah.
indication. You just have to like fly around and scan and find the fucking bodies.
That's
Oh,
the other that game really like it just had stuff in it. They didn't tell you about it. You just had to be dedicated.
and their
You
their
were just
principal.
like,
I remember there was an interview with the game director, and he was like, "Yeah, he's like, we don't really care about making the biggest open world ever. He's like, we'd rather make a small open world that where there's something on every corner." I'm like, good
yeah,
and based and true. And
really.
yeah, just looking at the concept art for that game, it's fucking sweet.
Oh, dude, that's some of my favorite parts of the Arkham games, the concept art and like I love the art style
And
so much. The
the
art direction
character
is just
trophies.
oh
Like look
my
at the
God,
character trophies, Brandon.
dude. I love the fact that it's just the animated series but fucked up.
Yeah. Yep.
Just that's all it is,
Yep.
and that's perfect. I
Yep.
love it.
Catching the Riddler.
Oh my God. And yeah, again, like the amount of villains they cram into it and the fact that they're all cool, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, and I also love that there's certain villains that you just like, they're just there and I'm happy they're there, but it's like a split second. Like Deadshot, you take him out in a second,
Yeah.
but at least he's there. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I love
Oh
that you
man,
see
that's
him when
good.
you're going into Arkham City. He's in line. He's the one that.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I remember I
And
saw a
you
video.
know
I was
what
like,
I like?
"That's Deadshot." What? Oh my god! Black Mask gets disrespected in a corner. The only good thing anything has ever done for my favorite villain, Black Mask, is that lore-wise, that's the only motherfucker to ever escape from Arkham City.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a cool
They had to
villain.
give that to him because the only appearance is him getting fucked up.
Every time. Every time. Every time. And then if you play Arkham Asylum, I guess he just has a big head because like you find his mask in the office. It's like fucking this big.
Oh yeah.
You find his
Yeah.
mask like Dr. Young's office. I'm like, whose head does that go on? The giant guy from Resident Evil 4, El
Yeah.
Gigante.
Roman Sionis got a big ass head.
I guess so. That was
Or
my
is it the
number 4
Joker?
though. Maybe maybe it
Uh,
has to fit his hair under it, so it needs
oh
to be
yeah, his
bigger.
big hair.
That was my number
Okay.
4.
Number three.
Ooh.
Number three. I have Uncharted 4.
Oh, peak.
Um,
That's close. That's high up
yeah.
on my list, but it's not
So I
quite
did
there.
end up having a Naughty Dog game, which the gameplay I think is far better than The Last of Us. Um,
It's fun. It's
I
very
don't know.
fun.
Uncharted 4. I feel like it gets a lot of shit from
Does it?
fans.
Fuck, and
Um,
that's crazy. I think that's my
well,
favorite Uncharted.
I agree.
I hate Uncharted fans because also before 4 my favorite was 3 and everyone hated on 3 all the time. Like 3
Yeah,
is a
they
great
always
game.
hate the good ones, and I hate the reasoning too because they're just like, but there's no fucking like twist at the end with like the monsters. I don't give a shit. The
Yeah.
game's good.
Yeah.
Like I love everything that it does. I love all the callback. I love Nathan Drake's ending. I think it's a great ending. The epilogue is awesome. I don't. It's just, and this was also the first game I played because it came bundled with my PlayStation because I was
Ah.
Xbox growing up, and then I was like, I'm gonna get a PlayStation 4 because everyone has it, and
Yeah.
I got the bundle with Uncharted 4. I was like, I know
You
nothing
were a
about this
sex
franchise.
boxer.
Yeah, I know nothing about this franchise, but I'm gonna play this game, and I was like, okay, I just beat this game. I'm gonna go play every other game because this was awesome. I loved it, and luckily for me, Uncharted 4 actually isn't a bad game to start off on.
No,
Like
it's a great game. It's a
it
great
it
game.
doesn't connect that much. It has callbacks that you'll enjoy more if you play the other games, but most of it is separated and a lot of it does dive into Nathan Drake's backstory, and I love the flashbacks with him and Sam, and I something happened in 2016 where games
Looked
I think
amazing.
looked the best they ever have.
Arkham
Like
Knight, dude. Arkham
dude,
Knight and fucking
incredible.
Uncharted 4. I remember seeing it, I was like, God damn.
Like I don't know, I feel like we haven't reached those peaks again. Like maybe we've been at the same level occasionally, but even games coming out now still don't look at those levels. Like I don't know what happened, but go back to that. It just looks amazing, it plays amazing. Great
Yeah.
game, great story. Yeah, that's yeah, number 3.
That's a great number 3. My number 3 is Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
I was
I
wondering where Splinter Cell was at.
Yeah, I fucking love that. I love the entire Splinter Cell franchise. Hot take maybe, I don't think there's a single bad game. I think there's some black sheeps in terms of the last two, but I still like them. I like Conviction. I like Blacklist. Chaos Theory is just a fucking sweet game. It introduced co-op to the series. It didn't introduce Spies versus Mercs, but it had it. And Spies versus Mercs is fucking awesome. Sam Fisher is just like, that's a video game legend. It's so weird. Like, Ubisoft like never wants us to see the character like get a game ever again, but they know that everyone knows who's like, you've never played Splinter Cell, but you just know who that is. You know that those fucking iconic. Those 3 green dots. You know the sound of the fucking sonar goggles. Fucking Michael Ironside voices him. He does such a good job, and this was the first video game series I got obsessed with because my dad had a GameCube, and whenever I'd go see my dad on the weekends, he just had a second room. Like, we all hung out in the living room, and there was an empty bedroom in the back, and there was a TV on the floor with a GameCube, and I would sit in there, and I would just fucking play Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, and Chaos Theory just all the time. And I was just addicted to those games, and that's how I learned like how stealth works, and I was like, this game is the GOAT. It's so fun. And yeah, I just gotta throw that one up there. And because Splinter Cell 1, I think is an amazing game that holds up so well, and Chaos Theory modernizes it so much and makes it so much more fluid and accessible in such a good way without ever losing how that first game felt. Which is like, even though I really love Blacklist, I think it's so fun to play, it doesn't feel like Splinter Cell. Chaos Theory was this perfect middle ground where it still felt like Splinter Cell, but it was a lot faster and less restrictive in what you can do. That's the peak of the franchise, in my opinion. And it's backwards compatible, so if you have a way to play it, you have to. All right, God actually talked to me on the phone today. He said everyone's got to.
It is wild to me that, like, growing up, I would walk into a game store and I would see that character. I would see him everywhere.
Yep.
And yet he hasn't had a game in ages. It's just, and it's
like 20...
every time there's an award show, you text the group chat. Like,
where is before when every new trailer starts and it's like a black screen for a second, I always text it, Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell.
I'm gonna be right one day, dude. Because you know how crazy it's gonna be for that group when I'm right. Because we watched ever since we've known each other. With Ben, who's not here. Me, you, Ben, have watched like all the Game Awards shows. We always watch them live. And ever since I've known you for like 5 years, I've done the same bit every time. Splinter Cell! And it never is. One day, dude.
Oh my god.
Everyone, bro, that's going to be a crazy day for the group.
Oh my god. The freak out.
The freak out's going to be insane. It's going to fucking be on the news. It's going to be in the history books. Yeah. I think it will. I think it's on the way. But that's it for my number 3.
All right, number 2. My number 2 is Arkham Asylum.
Yep, that's the one that I knew would have 2 different ones on.
Yeah. So, I feel like
it's a tough one for me between them.
Yeah, I go back between those two. Those are always a tie for number 1. I think Arkham Asylum edges it out for me because
edges it?
Edging? I love how it's a little bit more linear. Yeah, I love the setting of the asylum. A lot more linear.
It's creepier too.
It is. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
I love how spooky it is.
Yeah.
And I like
it has that, like a Scooby-Doo haunted house. Kind of Resident Evil-ish, right?
It is a little bit Resident Evil-ish.
Creepy,
maybe that
creepy
was
old
giving the way for me.
Yeah.
I love the Scarecrow stuff and how he's kind of scary. And I played this game. When did this come out? 2009?
Yeah.
2009?
Yeah, I think so.
I played this game when it came out, so I was 7 or 8 at the time. So this was genuinely a terrifying experience for me. Scarecrow popping out of my parents' body bag freaked me the fuck out. And I remember I got to play as little Bruce Wayne, and I was like, little Brucey. And I get to walk around, I'm like, okay, this part's not scary. I get to be a little kid. And I go right back to being scared.
And they hid Scarecrow. Remember that iceberg video for the Arkham games that we watched?
Yeah.
was it on that or something else? But I recently saw this video that's like the only character in the game they hid from the marketing was Scarecrow, and he showed like
Yeah.
in the trailers they put like a random thug over him in that scene in the morgue. It's like
God,
tricky.
yeah. That's
So
so cool. I wish I was old enough to remember the marketing because that is a really
I
cool
vaguely
fact.
remember getting the Game Informers and seeing the ads in the back and thinking like, damn, what the fuck? This looks cool.
And I remember like I don't know, I just that game left me wanting more too, like
Mm-hmm.
seeing the Batmobile and how cool that Batmobile looked. I was like, oh, I want to drive that. Hopefully one day we get to drive it. We kind of do. Not really.
You can drive a different
But
one. I really
drive
like
a
the
different
Night Batmobile. I think the Night Batmobile is awesome.
I'm a tank Batmobile hater. I don't
But
like
it's
them.
not just a tank; it's both.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like any of the tank Batmobiles. Even if it's a mix, I hate them. I hate
It
those
could be a
fucking
regular
things.
Batmobile if you want.
It doesn't matter. Arkham Knight's not on the list. Arkham Asylum is. Um, I love that Arkham Asylum was, as much as I love the Arkham canon, I love that Arkham Asylum was a little bit more rooted in comic canon.
Yeah,
And like,
I swear to God, I've talked about
I
this
know, yeah.
before. There's a fucking interview where the goddamn game director said it was canon, and he said the fucking exact issue it took place in between. And I texted my friend and I said, hey, do you remember this? And he said, yes. It was in either fucking Game Informer or on IGN. And he fucking said the exact issue it is canon to. Or that it was like between 305 and 306 or something like that. Okay? I swear it's canon. I cannot find it. But fucking moving on.
same thing as GTA 5. It's just vanished.
Yeah.
Um,
Except no one remembers this except for me and my friend who was like,
But, like-
that was real. I'm like, I know it was.
and the reason that that's definitely true is because none of the character bios align with where this universe like eventually
no,
goes.
and fucking like Prometheus is in this universe. So you find like his poster
Yeah,
and shit.
and there's like who's that character who looks like a knight?
Prometheus.
Is that Prometheus?
Prometheus?
That is Prometheus. Yeah. Like I don't know. I just think that's super cool. I love like despite it being linear, you still get to explore the asylum grounds and it kind of has a good excuse as to why there's no Batcave, and there is like a little Batcave.
Yeah,
you
I like
get to
the I like
access.
the emergency Batcave. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's cool world building too. Like this Batman just has caves everywhere.
Yeah.
Even on Arkham Island, he's just like, I'm gonna put a fucking cave here.
Yeah.
Because I need it.
Yeah.
Like again, the big Joker battle at the end, I don't care. Who gives a fuck? That's
Yeah,
cool. It sets up Arkham City, so that's good.
I don't think it's as bad as everyone said. I think people.
No.
I feel like I don't know, but I feel like people probably look back on that way less harshly now.
I think so. I think it's probably fun.
Yeah.
Jim Gordon is in it quite a bit. Not really, but I like
He plays a part.
the Arkham.
He's in it way more
Yeah.
than he is in City.
Yeah, I like the Arkham Gordon a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a great game. That again. It switches with City, but at this current moment in time, and actually probably for like the last year or two, Asylum's been at the top. I think it's not the peak gameplay wise. It doesn't look the best, but it brings everything to the table that I love about Batman and the Arkham universe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's number 2.
That's the one that I knew. Me and you. I was like, I know I'm gonna have a City, and I know he's gonna have Asylum.
Yeah.
My number 2, I just remember it's off the dome. Hotline Miami 1 and 2. I combined them.
Oh yeah,
I got that shit right here. Nope, right here. Boom. Look at that logo.
dude,
It's
another
so
wrist.
cool. Yeah, I know. I'm like, look, it's nothing. Have you played them?
I think. Yeah, I played. I think you've gotten everyone in the group chat to play them.
Yes, I know Ben's tried them a bit. Have you played both of them?
I finished the first one. I started
Second
the
one's
second one. I
hard
didn't
as
finish
fuck.
it.
The second one's hard.
Yeah, I did not finish the second.
The
one.
first one I have a platinum on. The second one I'm missing like 2 trophies. But I remember when I played it, the first one, I immediately was like, "This is peak." I when it came out, I got it digitally on PS3 because that's the only way it was available. I had just heard people talking about it. I had heard that it was good, and the art direction is amazing. The music is amazing. The sound design is fucking. It's so good. 2 expands on it. It adds more characters to play as that all play a little bit differently. 1 is already hard. 2 just is so much harder somehow. But what's cool about it is the story, which you wouldn't really expect for like a top-down, I guess, kind of like a not necessarily a beat 'em up. I don't know what to describe it as, but like the story's so in depth and smart, and the thing that solidified it being this high up for me was after I beat the second one. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this story's good, but like, I'm confused. And I watched this video that was like the full canon in order timeline. I'm like, the second game takes place before, during, and after the first one. And if you see that whole timeline of events and you watch that video and everything's laid out, I'm like, this is such a fucking good narrative. It's so good. It's cool. It's the fucking coolest shit. I love the mass. I love everything about it.
I love the aesthetic. That's
Yep.
what drew. Like when you recommended it, I was like, I'm not usually a fan of these games, but the aesthetic is so cool that I
It's
need to
inspired
play.
by Drive. It's inspired by
Yeah.
Drive. They
Oh
say.
man, I love it. And I hope like I feel like that'd be an awesome movie. Like
I
if they made a
yeah.
Hotline Miami movie,
I would kill
fuck,
for a
that'd be
movie or a
so
show,
cool.
dude. Either
Fuck.
one. I would be like, that'd be sick. I have it's over there, but I have my own mask of jacket with the blood on it that
Yeah.
I put. I just such a cool character design. Yeah, it's great. And I'd highly recommend watching. I think I literally think the channel's called Squatch Gaming. He has the full story in order, and when it lays it out, like you like wake up like Danny DeVito, like I get it now. You're like,
I do want
it's
to watch
crazy.
that actually. If you have that,
I'll
you should
send it.
send it
I
to
will
me.
send it to you, dude, and you'll. It's based. It's very good.
Shit.
You will gain a new appreciation. But it's time for Brandon's number one is Almighty Pick.
Okay.
I'm very
number
curious.
one-
I have no idea what's gonna be.
I think you're gonna be really happy.
Yeah.
My number one
Brandon's
is a
like,
game I
Splinter
played.
Cell. I played it.
Splinter Cell. I did it. I didn't tell you.
And he's like, and it's
If
the
I-
new one. I made it. I built a whole new one for you. I'm like,
If I played those games, or Metal Gear, and I didn't tell you or Ben, that would be the greatest. If I just dropped
be a great-
that I knew all the
yeah.
lore and suddenly played it, it would be so funny.
yeah, I'd be like, what?
Okay, this game is probably the only game I've ever played where I beat it and I immediately needed to play it again. Like I wanted, and it made me crave so much and everything, and it just made me a super fan. Resident Evil 4 remake.
Let's go!
I think
peak,
genuinely,
peak.
like I have not had a more fun time playing a video game ever.
Yep.
I love it. Like
Yep.
everything about that game speaks to me on another
Mhm.
level. Like that. I loved Leon before,
Yep.
and you've always like Chris is better. This game fucking
Chris is
I'm
my goat.
hard. I like that. That's I'm hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially after 9, dude.
Like especially. Oh my god. 4 is just. And I didn't play the original, and I feel like part of me needs to at a certain point, but from what I've heard, this game takes it cuts some things, but this game takes most of what that was and improves upon it and makes it make
Yeah.
sense and makes the characters even better.
Yeah.
And the
I think you'd
story
still have a
actually-
lot of enjoyment from the original 4.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah.
I'll play it at some
And if
point.
you're gonna be a super,
but-
if you're like a super fan of Leon, you want
Yeah.
you want that cred, you gotta play it.
I gotta play it. But
Oh.
but I don't. It's just like the combat's fun, the shooting is fun. Ashley can be annoying like in moments, but it makes the gameplay interesting and like challenging. There's certain points where like you have to. There's one specific level that apparently is hated among people, but I actually had a fun time with it where she's turning the cranks in.
Oh
like, the
yeah, I
water
remember
room,
that. Yep.
and you have to like you have enemies attacking you, but you also have to like
Protect
take
her.
out the enemies attacking her. And I actually had a really fun time with that. And because the guns are so fun to fire, and like you have to like pick and choose what kind of arsenal you want because you can't carry everything, and all
Mhm.
the guns have a different amount of power. And the merchant is so fun, and I
He's
love
dope.
that like. I don't know, the enemy types are so cool. The boss fights are really fun. The only thing I didn't like was the sea monster one.
Oh really? I like that one.
I just think because
Like
I heard
throwing
that
shit
the
into 'em?
original game, it's the same, but there's quick time events, and I felt that boss battle was kind of missing something. Like I was just throwing harpoons and dodging, and I was like, this makes sense that it had quick time events. Like there was
Yeah.
other aspects to this, but other than that, I don't know. I think it's a 10 out of 10. That's like my perfect game. I'm
Yeah.
gonna play it again very soon.
Yeah,
Like it's
and
gonna happen.
we restarted our channel where we play games called Evander and
Yeah,
Brando, and we played
yeah,
Resident Evil 5, and we're gonna upload a video on it soon. We played the whole fucking game in
yeah. We
co-op
beat it.
in 2 very long play sessions.
Yeah, that was fucking
So
painful.
fun. It was fun. We both had a great time with it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I won't. I won't. Yeah,
Yeah, he won't try to lie. He
yeah.
won't. He won't
It
try to
was
be a
good.
stinky liar. Time
But
for my
yeah.
number one.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you might probably know what it is. Do you think you know?
Probably.
Yeah, it's Resident Evil 1 remake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense. I was very curious where Resident Evil was at, so it was
yeah,
narrowed down.
yeah, yeah. If you look at my top 50 that I have, there's a bunch of Resident Evil in there. But Resident Evil 1 remake, I think, I just I love that game because there's nothing else like it anymore. I think seeing the fixed camera angles is cool. Um, it just changes the game. From like all the other ones. I would love if they do a remake, I'll be fucking ecstatic. But just something about like that, and like that's where it all started, bro. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's got the spooky mansion. It has the fucking dogs. It has, well, I don't want to say everything because you haven't played it, so there's some things, but like creepy, wacky animals. For anyone who wants to doubt my Resident Evil credentials, I'll be honest. I'm trying to play the original PS1 copies. I own them physically. I'm horrible at the tank controls, and I'm scared to save because saving is a limited resource. I'm scared. And I keep dying and losing hours of progress. But um, at least I'm trying. I'm not one of those who's like, fuck that shit. It's just, that's where it started. That's where I got my go. That's where I got Chris and Joe. I love
Yeah.
the costumes in that game. I love the music in that game. I love that one has just the zombies. They're just zombies. There's nothing else. They're just zombies. There's zombie crows. There's zombies. And then it's the perfect remake in it adds new threats. I won't say what one of them is, but I'll say what it is because you won't know. The Crimson Heads is a fucking perfect way to remake a game and completely subvert people's expectations. I think adding in Lisa Trevor was really cool. I think like every Resident Evil remake, I believe, takes out some degree of content, but the Resident Evil 1 remake, it only added. It completely recreated the entire game one to one from ground up and was like, we're gonna add more content in for you.
That's
Uh,
so cool.
it's sick. That's like the gold standard for video game remakes, and it's just my favorite game. I can't get enough of that one. Uh, yeah, that's
It's
all.
cool because like you brought this up, but Resident Evil might just be the perfect video
It
game
has
franchise.
everything.
I think it might
It's
just be like accessible to everyone.
yeah.
Like you can pick up a game and you'll get something
There's
out
one
of
you'll
it.
like. There's one
Yeah,
you'll like. If
I
you
don't
want,
know.
it's got
It's
James
so cool.
Bond spy nonsense, it has ridiculous action nonsense. It has zombies. It has monsters. It has mutants. It has fucking superhero shit. It has fucking Wesker doing Matrix nonsense. It
Yeah.
has dudes riding motorcycles, having gun battles with giant dogs in a nuked city. It has
Oh my
mystery.
god.
It has
Fuck.
fucking everything.
You
It
know
has
what?
a million unique locations. It's peak.
I'm so happy that it went this way because this is perfect to talk about the next game.
Yeah, that's
This is
yeah.
fucking awesome.
That's why I wanted to lead into that. Resident Evil 9 Requiem. After a long wait,
Oh
it
my
is
god.
finally here. I sat down and beat that entire goddamn game in one straight stream.
Fuck.
That 10.5 hours. I took one 5-minute phone call like 20 minutes into the stream. Apart from that, I did
Damn.
not get up to piss. I had water next to me, and that was rough. It was
Yeah, I would
rough.
imagine so.
Yeah, it hurt.
You
I
could have gotten up.
I didn't want. I was just into it, dude.
Yeah.
Wasn't to
Man.
walk away from the goated game.
I'll tell you what. I played it over a weekend, and every time I turned it off,
You're like,
I was like, I don't want to turn it off.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't.
Yep.
I could keep playing.
Yep. It perfectly blends the two things Resident Evil is known for, which is the straight up horror that you find in like 7 and 2, and it combines it with action with a horror flavor to it that came out in 4 with Leon's campaign, which is you're fucking up zombies. There's lots of horror imagery, but you're not really scared because you're like, I'm gonna fuck everything up because I'm Leon Kennedy. I'm gonna do a fucking spinning backflip kick to this guy's face. I'm gonna pick up a chainsaw and rip everyone in half.
Oh my god, the fucking chainsaw is so
It's
cool.
such a fun
It's
mechanic.
so cool.
I love just pick it. It's so. This is such a great mechanic that you can just pick things up. You don't have to worry about aiming. If there's an enemy in sight, you can pick it up and he'll throw it at them for you.
Yeah,
I think it's great because it lets you fucking
it's so
kick
satisfying.
ass, like fucking fight, shoot, stab, and then like boom, and the game handles that part for you. It just lets you do a little
It
bit
is
of crowd
such
control.
a good balance between him and Grace because Grace, you're fucking helpless. Okay, you have the Requiem, but the ammo is so scarce. You have to like pick and choose when you're gonna use that shit, or else like if you use it all on a few zombies, you're wasting it. There's no point. You can avoid
Yeah.
those zombies. But
Yep.
then as Leon, you're just like
Fuck
the
them
game
up.
literally incentivizes you to
Yes,
kill
when
everything
halfway
you see.
through the game,
You're like,
it becomes a Leon game, and you get a fucking wristband that tracks your kills, and it's like kill everything for high scores to get better
get
guns.
money.
I'm like, yes, dude. There were so many parts. I'm like, I could leave, but I'm like, I'm gonna fuck up all these zombies right now. I'm gonna.
I don't think I
fucking-
left Raccoon City with a single living.
Oh yeah,
zombie.
no, they're all dead. They're all dead. I sent them all back to hell.
And like I'm kind of jumping around, but like the fucking bike chase that you mentioned,
So
holy shit.
sweet.
I texted you right after. I was like,
Yeah.
"Good God, that shit was fucking awesome."
Yep.
And it ends with like a western duel, and all I wanted to like
Yeah, and he
the-
shoots his fucking engine. He shoots the
Yeah.
engine of the bike,
Oh
and then
my
after
God,
that,
it's
you get
so cool.
to the old police department. And Wade beat it today. He texted me. He's like, turns on a little bit of a greatest hits there at the end. I'm like, yup,
Yeah,
it does.
but
It's
I don't
like,
even care.
yeah,
I
no,
don't
in a
care.
good way. Yeah, it's like you get to the end. It's
I
like
love
here's the greatest hits of Resident Evil. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm back. I saw a short today on YouTube, and I totally forgot. When you open and unlock that door, that's the first time it's been unlocked since Leon locked it 28 years ago in Resident Evil 2. When you
Wait,
unlock
which door?
the gate to the police department, or is it the
Oh
orphanage?
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember thinking
Leon's
I
the
was
one
like,
that
oh,
locked
this is
that
a
28
moment.
years ago.
This is a fun moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how his journey started, was with locking that, and he comes back.
I loved the police station segment because it was like, okay, we're gonna
I
section
got
it off.
stuck like
there's
an
rubble.
idiot there, bro.
What do you mean?
I got
What are you
stuck like a
talking about?
fucking idiot. I found the jack, and I went down and I unlocked that first door. I was like, well, what the fuck do I do now? And I spent running around. And dude, you could see me on stream when I looked around, saw the other door, and I was like, there's no way.
Fuck.
And I was like, what the fuck am I missing? And I went back up to the library. I'm like, all the doors here are locked. And I found this door at the other end that you can jump over. And I'm like, why would I know to jump over this? I'm like, fuck you guys for making this where I'm supposed to go. It wasn't where I was supposed to go. I found it was just to find extra shotgun ammo. Fuck, dude. My run came out to 7.5 hours. Not counting, there's 3 hours of cutscenes. Because
Yeah.
it counts your gameplay only at the end. My gameplay only was like 7.5 hours. Great time.
Shit.
I beat everyone that I've seen playing it. But I could have gotten it down to 7, dude. I was like a fucking moron. But I kept seeing Tofu every time. I'd be like running through it, and he just fucking asked me, blah 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 blah, flying by. I'm like, based, cool.
Putting
Fuck yeah.
tofu.
Oh, dude, I
in-
screamed. Maybe I'll cut that on. I screamed. But I was like, fucking Tofu! No fucking. That's the most like fourth wall breaking meta thing they've done too.
It was so funny. I was like, what the fuck was that noise? Because I only heard the noise at first. I was like, what the fuck was that? And so I was like, I was walking around trying to figure out what it was, and then I re-entered the boardroom or wherever it was, and I hear it again, and I see it for a glimpse. Like, what the fuck? That was fucking wild. Oh my god.
Were you aware of who Tofu was before that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew who it was.
Is he
I was
in the
just
2
like, I
remake? Is he in the 2 remake?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he's in the original
Yeah.
2. That's how I
Yeah.
remember.
I think they did like a DLC.
Yeah,
thing.
because I remember there's the Lost Survivors, which we can also connect that in a little bit. My only thing that let me down about the police department, You can't interact with Chris's desk and make a comment about him.
Yeah, I remember walking to that area and thinking there was gonna be some new lore stuff or like some comments. And even
Yeah.
when you pick Bill's beret, like he doesn't say anything,
Yeah,
and
but
I
he
was like,
really
oh
doesn't know her. He's never really met her.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's fair. It's just again like I don't know. It just
Yeah.
feels. I wish there was a little bit
I
something, but
agree. I love finding you can find Barry Burton's notes, which you know he's from one. He's
yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's from one. He's Jill's partner character
But I
in the
did find
story.
a Gooner photo of
Yes, of
Rachel.
Rebecca Chambers and Wesker's desk.
Rebecca.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
crazy.
shit.
And
That was
if you
interesting.
play Resident Evil Zero on the PlayStation, her alternate suit is the basketball photo.
That's crazy. That's a.
It's just in there. You're like, what? Put it on.
And the game made me jump through hoops to get that. I was like, oh, this is gonna give me something cool.
Oh yeah, because
And
that's
then
how you find it in the original Resident Evil 2.
yeah, like I was like, fuck. I just got a picture, and then I unlocked a safe, and I did get. It did have a code on the back. I got a Wesker sunglasses charm
Oh,
that
what? I didn't find that.
im-
Oh, I
it,
didn't end
yeah
up
it, im-
finding that. But
it improved my it improved the fire rate of the Requiem, and I was like,
oh.
that's pretty cool. That's really awesome.
Well, let's kind of
Um,
talk about that. There's a clone of Wesker in this game. He's the villain.
yeah,
Zeno, or what the fuck is name?
Xeno.
Zeno.
I saw something that I really liked the idea of.
Hmm.
That in the next game, like Xeno was just there to set up what's gonna happen,
Hmm.
and then the guy was like, A to Z, Albert Xeno. Maybe there's 25 other Wesker clones.
That'd
And I
be
was like,
crazy.
that's if you're correct, that's crazy.
That'd be
'Cause,
awesome.
like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, Xeno is interesting.
He just
Um,
died. The only real complaint I have for this game is he just fucking dies.
yeah.
But I
And
fucking love Victor Gideon. When you
Victor
find
is
out the truth about Spencer and Gideon walks in, he's like, I am humbled by my
Yeah.
masters. I was like, this dude is awesome. What a good I love that he's just a psychopath. And like the whole point of that scene is that Oswald Spencer learned his lesson. That Oswald's like, I suck. He's like, I ruined the world. He's like, I want to fix the world. And Gideon is so delusional. He's like, his genius. He found a way to make the world worse. He figured out how to destroy the world. It's like, no, that's the opposite of what he figured out. But he's like so delusional. And he's like, he's brilliant. He's so far beyond me. I loved it.
there's one part that was like, this guy's hilarious. And it's when you're as Grace, and it's you're like in it's when you're trying to find the helicopter key,
Mhm.
and you're hiding from him.
Oh,
He's just like, I've done it. I've finally done it. And then he goes, ha ha ha, and then he stops and then he just walks away.
He's great.
It's like, what the fuck? That's awesome.
It's so good. Oh, dude, what other thoughts did I have, dude? What a massive
Oh.
game to think. What else?
The
do you
girl, I really liked that the girl was a common like stalker of Grace, and like you can
Oh
very
yeah,
quickly piece together that it's another version of Emily, like another one of
yeah,
those clones.
yeah. Oh, when
Um,
I saw that holo, I was like, motherfucker. I
yeah.
was like, fuck
And
that.
I like the environmental storytelling, because you look in the cell and there's a small hole, and then suddenly there's a big hole in the ceiling.
Yeah.
You're like, oh god, I wonder what that transformation looked like. You never see it, but it's really good. I really liked that. The Grace segments were like that evoked the same feeling I got from RE2, where like you're just walking around doing puzzles. You gotta
Mhm.
it's scary. You gotta avoid the zombies, kill which ones you want. I really enjoyed her segments, and I have to give credit to that voice actress.
Yo, she's great.
Fucking good.
Best
Like, she
actress,
is
best
fantastic.
performance at the Game Awards for sure.
Oh yeah, I hope so. If she doesn't get that, it's a crime.
Yeah,
Absolutely criminal.
this is gonna be a sweep. Oh, okay, here's what we're speaking of the Lost Survivors DLC. Hunk is in this game.
Yes,
And you
I
kill
saw a
his
lot
ass.
of criticism about this, and I
Well,
saw a lot of cope about this.
I actually I didn't buy the cope. I think it's legit. Here's why.
I think it's Hunk. It has to be.
No, but I
Um,
think he's alive for one reason.
Oh no, for sure.
Okay, because if you people were like, oh, if you kill him and then you go and you double back, his body's gone, and still at that point you're kind of like, well, you know, they could just be saving space. But if you play on insanity difficulty, he spawns in like 2 elite guards, and if you kill all of them, then go back, their bodies are there, but Hunks is gone. So
Yeah.
he's alive.
Okay.
He
That's
got
cool.
he got his he. I'm assuming he got the Elpis and cured himself because if you look at his hand, he has the black.
Yeah, I
He
was
has the
gonna say
Raccoon
if you
City
look at his hand
disease.
when he's down, but I saw a cope because people were like, "This isn't Hunk.
It's a
Leon
clone of
defeated
Hunk.
him." Yeah, he
Yeah,
defeated him
people
way
were.
too quickly, and they call him the commander. They don't call him Hunk.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
people were
like,
coping. Like I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
these are his men. They're gonna call him the commander. Like they're not gonna call him Hunk. Like they're on
Yeah,
the
that's not
field.
his
Like
real name.
what are
Do
you
you
talking
you know
about?
Hunk is like only called that like I don't think he's called the. Do you know what like the theory for what Hunk stands for is?
No.
Human unit non-killable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so people are like, you can't kill Hunk. But also, his nickname is Mr. Death. And if you pick up his axe, it belongs to like Death or something like that, like used by
Oh yeah,
Death.
yeah. I
That
was a
boss
little
fight
disappointed.
is awesome.
It is really
It's like the
fun.
Krauser fight. I was like, this when Nick was playing the Krauser fight, I was like, there's kind of a cooler version of this in the new one. I thought it was a
Is
sweet
that
fight.
because I had said the Krauser fight was probably my favorite Resident Evil battle, and you were like, just you wait.
Yep, that's the one. I fucking love.
Yeah, I thought
the
it was
Hunk
really
fight.
cool.
It's definitely him. He has the red goggles. He just wasn't wearing his helmet. Apart from that,
No, the cope was insane.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, that's what made me delete Reddit. The Resident Evil
Was people
9
flipping
cope
out?
and the criticism I saw for this game from these people on Reddit, I was gonna call them a much meaner name, but I'm gonna just say people.
They're not people.
I was just like, I think I'm done with this app forever. Because these are the only individuals on this planet who are shitting on this game right now, and
Yep.
they have no reason to.
It
And I'm
it,
so
it like
pissed
tied
off.
with Claire Obscura for like highest audience rated game of all time.
It's so good.
It's
I
awesome.
and I will say, I think it fumbles the ending a little bit, but
In what
because
ways?
one
What are you
one
thinking?
it does break the formula, and I kind of wish there was an escape scene. I like the escape scenes. I like that a lot. And I think the Xeno thing was disappointing. I
Yeah.
think it just without that escape scene or without a little bit more, it feels a little bit abrupt. Like you beat Victor Gideon and then it's over, and then there's just a cutscene and then it's
I
over.
like the way it
Um,
played out because I like that
I,
I like they're sitting there and they're accepting the end, and then bro,
yeah.
because also for me, those lights came on. I was like, Chris Redfield, because those you haven't
the Chris mention is awesome.
and you well because you haven't played that game, but though that's his team, Hound Wolf Squad.
Yeah, I did a
from
little bit
8.
of lore
Don't.
researching before I started
Oh,
playing.
did you spoil anything? Like, what do
No,
you
I
know?
didn't spoil anything.
What
I
do you
just
know?
I figured out who that he started the BSAA or something
Yes.
like that, right?
Yeah, and that's the company we're with in 5. Sheva's
Yeah, okay.
in the like the Africa branch.
Yeah. So
Um,
that's pretty much all I know.
Okay.
But that again, what you were saying, when we were talking about over text, where you think Resident Evil 9 might be Chris
Or
and
10.
Leon.
10.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
10.
I know, I made that
I
mistake
feel
too.
like Leon being like, I'm sure I'll see him.
Yeah.
That has to be
Well, this is
something.
my thought was the only reason it's Alpha and not Chris that comes in to save them is because they want to save their first time on screen since 6 for the actual game where it happens, right?
Yeah.
I think they're waiting for that.
Oh man, I hope that's it. That would be so cool.
I would be happy either way. If 10 is Chris and Leon the whole game together, if they either do it like this, they would have to do it like this game where you switch back and forth, or co-op.
Yeah.
Or co-op. Either way,
Oh,
I would
man.
fucking freak out. They can't do what they did with 6, where they have separate campaigns and they just meet at one point.
No. I think they probably learned their lesson
Yeah.
from
It
6,
is a
'cause
cool
6 killed
meeting.
the franchise for a while, right?
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, so I feel like they had to learn their lesson.
5 years. 5 years no they literally went back to the drawing board. And it's only because that game is like a Michael Bay movie on steroids.
Yeah, I've heard.
There's
I've
a
heard it's
scene-
long
you're-
too.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's like has 4 campaigns. There is a scene where you are running through a house being chased by a tank. It's crazy. And that's the next game we're going to play. Resident Evil 6. It's fun.
yeah.
We'll have a
No,
good
I'm
time.
sure I'll have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a good time. You know, it's still it's Resident Evil. It's Resident Evil, buddy. It's the
Resident
goat.
Evil.
Resident Evil is the goat, dude. I'm sorry. I'm Zach Kreger. Zach Kreger,
Oh,
please. I'm gonna buzz.
please,
I'm
the
gonna buzz.
Resident, please.
Yeah. I actually hope they don't call it the. I'd be fine if they called it the Resident, but like, but then they'd have to call the second one the Evil. The Evil.
The evil.
The Evil.
But yeah, Resident Evil 9, good game.
It's a great game. It's so
man.
fucking good. And now we're either gonna get a remake of fucking 1 or Code Veronica or 5.
I'm so interested what's gonna happen.
I keep hearing from different, like, you'll be like, oh, people are saying it's 1, and someone's like, oh, I've heard it's 5. So it's like, I heard it's Code Veronica. I'm like, dude, are they putting out fucking fake rumors? I don't even know at this point.
I don't know because now Nick sent another thing where it was like, okay, Code Veronica next year, 1 remake is entering development, and I was like, okay, but a Code Veronica remake next year seems soon because you said they come out like every other year.
Yeah, every 2 years.
So I'm like, I don't know what to believe anymore.
I hope they don't do, because the last time they didn't wait 2 years, we got 3.
Yeah,
and that
one
like,
apparently, yeah,
it's too short. It's like I beat it in like 4 hours my first playthrough, and I got lost a couple times.
It's fun.
It's
too short.
You know, the thing that soured me at 3 make was when you're going through like the power, when it's like at the start of the game, and there's those bugs, and you have to like after like the power station, and they kept jumping on me. I was like, fuck this game. I was like, 0 out of 10, fucking piece of shit. I hate this nonsense. It made me so mad. I was fucking livid playing that game. But we're gonna get a remake of something. I'd be happy with anything, dude, because fucking they all have their perks. If 5 gets remade, I get a co-op new Resident Evil game. If 1 gets remade, my favorite Resident Evil game, my favorite video game of all time, gets a remake. If fucking Code Veronica comes out, the only essential Resident Evil game that is hard to play because there's no update for it gets adapted. Because Code Veronica, like, it's a tough one to play. I've gotten like halfway through it. I've gotten about halfway through it, but it's a tough game to play.
And that's the reunion of Chris and Claire, no?
Yeah. Yep. It was. I always say that it was supposed to be 3.
Deal.
Code Veronica. It was supposed to be Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica, and Nemesis was just supposed to be a spin-off. Damn. Which makes the most sense because it's just Jill's story during the events of 2. But whatever.
Is that why Resident Evil 3 is called Resident Evil 3 Nemesis?
Yes. That is why.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I think in Japan it's called Biohazard No Escape or Last Escape, which is a cool title too. Yes.
I wonder if that's why they like rushed out 3, because they were like, we can reuse the assets, and
well, they had their B team
game
on it. But 3 is like a beloved game. It was a mistake.
Yeah, that's it. I was watching Moist Critical.
Yeah, that was his favorite one. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's always been, because that was Mr. X chases you in 2 remake. He doesn't chase you in the original 2.
Oh.
Yeah, that was invented for 3.
Oh.
And the way it worked was every time Nemesis traps you, you can fight him. And when the first time you fight him, it's like a couple bullets and he dies. But every time you fight him, he keeps getting stronger and stronger. So you can go the whole game without fighting him, and the final boss fight, you can like 1-tap him.
Oh, shit.
Or, if you've been fucking him up every time you encounter him, by the time you get to the end, he'll be a fucking beast.
Can I ask you, okay, at the end of 9,
Mm-hmm.
Leon is like, Nemesis. What is he talking about?
Oh.
Victor
Gideon.
Victor Gideon Nemesis?
He has the Nemesis, like the same kind of virus. That it's like a variant of like the T virus. So Victor Gideon is a tyrant. Tyrants are... There's a tyrant in the original Resident Evil 1. Mr. X is a tyrant, and Nemesis is a tyrant. But I think like Nemesis is like a specific kind. I get a little confused on all the viruses. There's like the G virus, the C virus, the T Veronica virus. There's the fucking just the T virus. There's the Ouroboros. There's Las Plagas. There's which I think G is in 6. There's the mold. There's all sorts of things. Then there's like this blood virus and this new one. What else? Any other thoughts on this beautiful, incredible, mind-blowing game?
I just think
game of the year.
That's good. I love Leon.
Yeah. Ooh, dude, I'm excited for you to play 7 and 8. Those you're gonna play. I'm gonna sit there and watch. I'm gonna sit and watch
Ugh,
those.
I know. I have to play them. I'm so
Well, we're gonna have to do them for the channel.
scared. I know.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be so fun, dude. The opening 8 is not scary. Eight's like 4. Eight
I know.
is
I've just heard 7 is like the scariest one, and I'm so jumpy. I hate it.
oh, even what's cool about 7 is it is scary in a jumpy way, but it's like it's just it's creepy. That first opening like 30 minutes of 7, you're like, ugh,
Fuck.
ugh, like nasty, fucking gross.
I am curious about it because like the winter storyline, I don't know anything about those people, so
Yeah.
I don't know anything about those
Yeah,
games besides the
and
sexy
this
vampire lady. So that's it.
yeah, and this does kind of lead into it because fucking the Hound Wolf team is in it, and that's like Chris forms his own like his own version of the Howling Commandos.
Oh,
That's what they are.
one more thing about 9. Is this the first time Leon has ever encountered any version of Wesker?
Yes, it is. It is.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Yeah,
That's
Wesker
wild.
is a Chris villain. He hates Chris. He has beef with him. We
Yeah,
fucking
because
dropped his ass in a
they
volcano.
were both. That's the one thing I know about 1 is that Wesker.
Yeah, he betrays him. He
Yeah.
betrays the Stars team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if Wesker's actually a scientist. He's actually a genius. He helped create the virus.
Yeah, I
He
knew
was
that.
he was buddies with Birkin.
And it was his plan to die so
Yeah.
that he could become more powerful, I think, or
So he
something like
become fucking so he can become Neo in the Matrix.
that. Yeah, dodge bullets real fast.
That's so sick. Well,
But yeah, I think that's it. I think
Yeah.
that's the closing thoughts about that.
time for Comic Book Club.
Yeah. How
Brandon,
long is
you
this
need to
episode so far? Jesus
it's
Christ.
we're over 2 hours in, buddy.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Brandon, you need to invent a little song jingle for Comic Book Club.
Uh, eh, Comic book club. We love to read. It's super cool. Here we go.
All right, that's playing. I'm editing that in before every Comic Book Club.
Okay, that's great.
We are talking about Kingdom Come
Yeah.
by Mark Waid, drawn by Alex Ross. First thing I'll say, and I said this to you before the podcast, we read this in the DC Compacts, which is a tiny manga-sized book. It is criminal. I'm sorry. It is criminal to read this book in this format. Like, you
It
look
is.
at these masterful, detailed paintings, you're like, this was meant to be read on the biggest fucking page you could find.
Still looks great.
It
but
does look
definitely
great.
not
No, but
the
this
ideal
is
way.
not. Yeah, this is not how this was meant to be read. This is like the Netflix CEO saying that his son, who wants to be an editor, watched Lords of Arabia on his phone.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that. So, not good. This is like a legendary ass book. This is,
Yeah.
I think, if you read a comic, if when you're getting into comic books, this is like one of the ones that people are like, that's like,
Baby's first comics. This
Yeah.
is
This
you
is
pick
like-
this up, people are like, this is where you start.
yeah, but not Baby's first in like an insulting way, and like this is the foundation. This is on
Yeah,
the Mount
that's
Rushmore. Yeah, this is on the
Not
Mount
insulting.
Rushmore. Yeah.
Everyone's got to start with these books. Like you
Yeah.
have to understand.
Yeah, because
Why
these are the
everyone
books
loves
that get the characters. These are the books that
Yeah.
get them. And you see, you should read a couple before you read this, because it's definitely about seeing an older.
I have the same stance on this that I do with
Ultimate Spider-Man.
the Dark Knight Returns,
Oh.
not Ultimate Spider-Man, the Dark Knight Returns, where like you can read those books. You need to read them at a certain point, but if
But
you
you
start
need to
with
understand the
Dark Knight Returns,
character first.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna have a real skewed version of all these characters in this book if you start with this.
Yeah.
Do not start with this.
Yeah,
Um,
this is about them being
but, like,
old. It's about
you
them
read
being.
it early on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man I actually think is a good place for people to start. But
I thought you were one
that's
of the
besides
people
the
that
point.
said not to start there because it's so different.
No, I
Uh,
think it's a very easy point to hop on,
Mhm.
and like it has a beginning, middle, and end to
Yeah.
Peter's story.
He
So I
fucking
think
dies.
it understands the characters enough to where you'll get a good grasp, and then
Okay.
you can be like, okay, I like them. But yeah, let's talk about Kingdom
Let's talk about
Come.
this book. So this book takes place in the future.
Yes.
The Justice League has gotten old as fuck, and I guess I'll tell the story in chronological order, whatever.
Yeah.
A new generation of superheroes has risen up. They're led by this guy named Magog, and on this one part of this new wave of superheroes, I don't know if you noticed, is Peacemaker, and he has a Jango Fett helmet.
That was
Um,
the first thing. When I started reading the book, I
you're
was
like,
like, "Oh
that's
fuck, it's
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker."
With a Jango Fett helmet. Do not forget that, with a Jango Fett helmet.
Yeah.
And this new younger generation of superheroes, they're more violent, their battles are bigger, they're more destructive, but they get shit done, they get results. And it's going to start sounding a lot like Injustice. Injustice took a lot from this book. We said this before with something else, but this is straight up very much Injustice. The Joker killed everyone at the Daily Planet, including Lois Lane. This new superhero, Magog, caught Joker before Superman did. And he fucking sent his ass to meet his maker. And Superman arrested Magog, or maybe he was just arrested. Maybe Superman didn't do it. But Magog was put on trial, and everyone was like, Based! Fuck the Joker! Fuck that guy! I'm glad he's dead. And Superman sees that everyone chooses Magog, and he's like, damn, he's like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be here. He's like, they chose him over me. Like, clearly I'm doing something wrong. I'm not ready to move on. I can't move on with the times. If the times are changing, I can't. He's like, I can't be in that world. Superman dips. He just leaves to Kansas. And then there's like a time jump, and that's when the story takes place. Where see the story largely through the eyes of this pastor who was friends with the original Sandman, Wesley Dodds. And the Sandman dies, and it's like, I've had visions of horrible shit happening. And he tells the pastor that. And when Sandman dies, and the Spectre comes to the pastor, he's like, look. He's like, it's my job to judge the earth and judge all crime and sin. And I'm going to judge the earth now. But I need like a human to do that. I can't make this judgment myself. I have to take you with me. So you're watching the story with this pastor who's seeing the events take place before him. Shit gets really out of hand. Captain Atom dies. He gets ripped apart by Parasite.
This dude always fucking dies.
He's always getting ripped open and exploding. Happens in Injustice. Happens in the Injustice comic. Happens in the Injustice comic. Happened in fucking DC Zombies book.
Yes.
So it's Magog's team includes Captain Atom, and he's ripped open by Parasite, and he explodes and irradiates like half the country. This prompts Superman to come back out of retirement. He gets the gang back together, but Batman's like, fuck you. He's like, fuck you, asshole, you piece of shit. He's like, you left. So fuck you. I have an army of big bat robots that rule Gotham and stop all crime. I don't need your stupid ass. Yeah. Turns out, Batman, on some Injustice shit, is starting his own cadre of street tier superheroes, just like Injustice. Scheming behind Superman's back is Lex Luthor, just like Injustice.
Always is.
He always is. Except in this, he's like, Superman needs to die, and this is our chance to do it.
Hell yeah.
Wonder Woman is a bad influence on Superman, just like in Injustice. And
God. She
pushes Superman to be more totalitarian. They want to save the world, but Wonder Woman is like, if superhumans don't vibe with us, we need to lock them up because they're dangerous. Look what Magog did. Because they captured Magog.
Real quick, I have a key example for what we were saying before. I didn't like when I read this book and when I read Injustice and like played the video game, I hadn't read a single Wonder Woman.
And this is why you hated Wonder Woman.
I hated this character for so long.
Yeah.
So there's a good example why you shouldn't start with these. She sucks, but
I don't.
Yeah, that's
in this, I don't think she's bad. I think she's harsh in this, right?
It's just
Injustice for sure. She's bad. Injustice, she's bad.
She's bad in those.
In this,
Not
I
as
think
bad
she's
in this,
yeah. In this, I think she's well-meaning. She's just harsh. I think in this she's just fed up with it, right?
Yeah,
In
I mean,
Injustice, like she always wanted some violence. She wanted that shit to happen.
to be clear, Injustice is this, but elevated 10 times. I
Not
think I
quality
think
wise in
that
terms of like how insane
not
everything is.
quality
Yeah,
wise, not quality
yeah.
wise.
Insanity wise, it's
Yeah,
great.
the sanity of all
They
the
they
characters and
they
what they do.
crank the knob up to 11.
Yeah,
Um, so she says we need to lock up all these metahumans who aren't. They can cooperate with us, or they can get fucking locked up in literally the gulag. They build the gulag, and they lock up all everyone who won't chill with them. There's a big breakout at the gulag, and Superman and Wonder Woman they all go to fight and stop them. Batman plays his hand. He betrays Lex Luthor, who he knew was going to try to kill Superman. He's like, I was never on your side, Lex. And they all go and they have a big battle. The Justice League comes back. They're fighting all the escaped metahumans from the gulag. Shit starts getting real nasty. And the UN is like, we have to nuke these fools. Like, superhumans are bad. They're dangerous. Let's just throw 3 fucking nukes at them. And the nukes are about to touch down. They destroy all of them but one. And that nuke is about to hit. And Spectre's like, all right, to the pastor. He's like, it's time to make the judgment call. He's like, do the superhumans live or do they die? And he's like, well, I can't make that decision. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, I don't know. I was like, I'm not a superhuman. He's like, I'm just a person. He's like, I can't make this call. I don't know what to do. It's kind of a side character in this story. Lex Luthor has this brainwashed individual who's completely mind wiped and loyal to Lex Luthor. We learn is Shazam. In this final battle, Shazam is there, and he's kind of knocked down, and he remembers that he's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be evil, kind of. And the pastor goes up to him. He's like, look, he's like, you're a human because you're Billy Batson, but you're also a metahuman when you're Shazam. He's like, this is up to you. You have to decide who, like, he's like, I can't make this judgment call. So he passes off to Shazam. And Shazam, in his final act, powers up one last time, flies up and intercepts the nuke. He does his best, but it still wipes out like half of the heroes. But I think it's like all the new ones. I think like Green Lantern and Robin.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. The ones that matter live.
Live, yeah, but it wipes out a fuck ton of them. It wipes out a lot of heroes, and Superman, in all his like anger, flies down to the UN. He's like, "I'm gonna make you fucking pay for this," and that's when
This is pretty intense. That's just Superman at all the graves.
Yep,
Pretty
yeah,
crazy.
It's everyone.
But
yeah, and he goes there, and he's like, "I'm gonna make you pay for that." He's like, he fucking nuked all these people like indiscriminately. And that was the choice because the Spectre told the pastor, he's like, look, he's like, if the heroes live, they're gonna go a little berserk and they're gonna fucking rule and it's not gonna be good for the humans. Or you can let all the superheroes die, which would also kind of be a bummer to let them all die. So he makes the choice. The choice is made to let the superheroes live, and Superman is gonna go through with that choice of fucking like, I'm in charge now, bitch. Like, you're gonna pay for what you did. Like, fuck you guys. But due to everything that's happened, the lessons he's learned, he comes back. He's like, no. He's like, that's wrong. I think doesn't the pastor talk to him? I think he talks to him. Sorry, it's been we read this before our big break.
Yeah, we read this. Like
I think he does, but I believe the pastor's like, look, he's like, Superman, you can't do this. And due to the journey that everyone's went on, Superman's like, he's like, you're right. He's like, I can't live in the past, and I have to evolve with the times. But yeah, and that's the ending of the story. And it's there's also a very nice, kind epilogue where Superman and Wonder Woman are pregnant. Well, Superman's not pregnant. Yeah. Wonder Woman is. But what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I always like these stories that explore the heroes in older ages, and I think that comics are known for keeping those status quos.
Yeah.
And so it's a breath of fresh air when you get to read something like this, even though it's so dire. You're like, I get to see where they progress to in this alternate timeline. I've never been a fan of that Wonder Woman Superman thing, but it's such a little moment in the book that I don't really care.
No, yeah, I said that in my DC video on the animated movies. I'm like, Superman has Lois Lane, okay?
Yeah, you don't need
it's not like Batman where it's like, who's he with? Is he with Tali? Is he with Catwoman? Is he with fucking...
Is he with Wonder Woman?
Is he with Wonder Woman? It's like, no. It's fucking Superman has Lois Lane, okay? Don't fuck with that relationship.
I wonder this book is where the New 52 got that idea.
Maybe,
Maybe,
maybe. But yeah, I
but
really like that moment where they go to the diner where it's like a superhero diner where they all dress up like superheroes.
I love the superhero
I
diner.
love it. I love when they do that in
You know,
DC. And I
yeah. The
love
only time
real
I
quick one
didn't
of
like
the
it,
when was the guy at the counter leans over. He's like, "Excuse me," and Bruce Wayne's like, "Yeah, I'm Batman." He's like, "Can you pass the ketchup?" And he's like, "Okay." And he gives it to him. He's like, "Fuck, I guess I'm not famous." But yeah, what are you saying?
fucking long-haired Superman right there.
Yep.
The only time I didn't like it is in Batman Harley
I
Quinn.
knew you were gonna say that. The bar. That was a gooner bar though. It was just
That
women.
was a
It was
Gooner bar,
just women. It
but
was
still, same thing. No, I don't know. I think that there's not much to say about the story other than it's peak and you should read it.
same thing about the art.
Um,
Nothing to say other than it's
Same thing about
peak.
the art. It's peak and you should read it. I opened the splash page to show it because Jesus Christ, it's beautiful. And
Yep.
if I had it
Hand
on a better
painted.
format, it would be even prettier.
Hand
But
painted by Alex Ross, one of the legends of DC and
and
comics in
I think that
general.
Alex Ross's art really lends well to this story.
Like a big
Um,
epic, like a biblical.
yeah, it makes it feel biblical. That's
Yeah,
actually a good way of putting it.
yeah.
And especially with the pastor and like framing it that way, it feels like it's a real story being told, and that works so well for the story that it's telling. If it was like I love comic book art, but if it was like your typical look, I don't
No,
think the story
yeah,
would hit as
no.
hard.
This story is very much elevated by how serious and big and just the art's a big painting. Every panel is a
Yeah,
big, beautiful painting. In
every element of it comes together to
yeah.
make
And also
one
Alex
beautiful thing.
Ross loves those classic suits. Like he doesn't try to modernize. Like Superman is just in. It's just cloth.
It's just the span. Yeah, I
It's
love it.
just some cloth. You know, they're not all. You know, Batman does get some armor at the end, but like Shazam, like there's no fucking over details. He's just wearing. It's just cloth. That's all it is.
Yep.
You know, I love it. He's not afraid to do that.
I also
Um,
love a story where the Spectre is involved. I feel like
Spectre's
they don't use him
awesome. I
very
love
often in
Spectre.
stories, but
Yep.
he's so cool.
Oh, and Dead Man when Dead Man appears and he talks to the
That man is
pastor.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, again, this book also really understands the wider DC universe, which,
It's Mark Wade.
um,
It's Mark
yeah,
Wade.
Mark Wade is my fucking goat. I
Yep.
love Mark Wade.
Yep.
God, he's writing my favorite comic right now. That's
Is,
a
is
current ongoing, which is World's Finest. That it's so
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah.
I recommend that book to everyone. But like,
Yes.
yeah, I don't know, great story.
Yeah. It's just really good. And it gets the characters, but it does something different with them, and you can only appreciate that if you understand the characters. Like
Yeah, again,
this
please.
can't be your first journey into the world of DC.
Yeah, like
It won't
read
hit the
like,
same.
a few year
Just read the
ones,
basics. Yeah.
a few iconic stories, then jump into
Yeah,
this
jump
one.
right in, and you will have a great time.
Yeah, you really will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could say more. Again, we read full transparency. We read this a month ago.
Yeah,
But
it was before the break.
you know,
Anything else to say?
good.
I think we're worded out. We're two and a
Yeah,
half hours
I'm
in.
worded out.
Last book, or next book. This is recommended in a comment, and I looked up. I was like, "This sounds sick." It was on our Craven's Last Hunt review, and one comment said, "The death of Jean DeWolf is better." And I looked it up,
Interesting.
and it looks cool. I don't know if you remember, in the '90s, Captain Jean DeWolf was like Spider-Man's Gordon, and it's about her murder. And I believe Daredevil is also in it, so it's like a Daredevil. It's a Spider-Man story with Daredevil while they're solving a murder.
Oh, and he's in a black suit too. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks cool, right?
Ooh. Yeah, it does actually. That's interesting.
I looked it up. I was like, this would probably be a good read. So, let me look up that comment. But shout out
And
to
this is a
that
book
guy.
this is a Spider-Man book I've never heard of, so that's really
Yeah, I
exciting.
know. I was like, I've never heard of this shit before. But I told that guy, I was like, I will read this and we will do a video on it and I will upload it. So, what's his name? Let me see. His name Stop the Cap 6050. Shout out to him.
Hell
He
yeah.
said it's a lot better than Craven's Last Hunt, which I was mind blown by Craven's Last Hunt. So we'll see.
Yeah, that was a game changer of a book.
It
So
was. It was. I'm a different person now.
the death
I,
of Gene. Let's see if I can buy. Oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
All right, cool. Oh well, maybe not. This might be harder to find, but I'll find it. We'll
Yeah.
find Yeah.
I'm reading it somehow, but it looks cool as fuck, so I am down. Some Daredevil Spider-Man action. I need
Oh,
it.
I love it.
I love a good Spider-Man and Daredevil, you know.
Yeah,
But I think that's it for us. Correctamundo?
I think that's the end of this episode. What a doozy it's been. What a fun time. What a grand old adventure. What a 2 hour and a 2.5 hour romp that we've had.
A lot of video game talk, which makes me happy. I love my video
That was
games.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play some video games.
Yeah, it was
So,
fun ranking everything. But goodbye, everybody. Brandon, send
yeah,
us off with a song.
I'm not singing again. Enough with this song stuff. We're done
Sing
with
us
this.
out, Brandon. And a little dance with the top hat, like that type of, yeah, with the cane.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yay.